notifications to let you know when our videos are going. What's up, everybody?
Welcome to Near Mid Condition. If you're new here, I'm Astonishing Melanie, and this is Uncanny Omar.
Yes.
And together we're Omni.
Omni, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us this Saturday morning. Well, Saturday morning here in the state of Kentucky. Could be another day. Could be night. Could be afternoon, wherever you're from. Where's everybody from? I'd love to know that. So we decided to do a countdown. We're making our own countdown because I don't like the countdown that they give us here at Spring.
He doesn't want to be like everybody else.
I don't want to be.
Somebody last week suggested a countdown so that something about the commercial wouldn't go over the live chat, or I don't know. Yeah, we used it. Yeah, it's fusion.
That's right, fusion. The important question is, who's better, Vegeta or Gogeta? What's up, Chris Balga? How you doing, buddy?
Greetings from Queens, home of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Cool. Hashtag Spring of Spider-Man.
Yes, hashtag. What's up, Xavier? Good morning. I'm not new. Literally, I'm bloody tired from Transylvania. Yeah, our buddy was up last night, man. You were watching our Amanda and I show, so... What time is it over there?
Were you watching My Ex too?
Yeah, we stayed up.
That was a lot of fun.
You had a lot of fun in the chat.
Yeah, I did.
You don't even know what you're talking about. What's up, Frazier? How you doing, buddy? Chattanooga. Jeff Morris.
Melanie has that's right. I'm not at work. I got the artwork loaded up.
Yeah, she was ready.
Ready to go. Okay.
Hey,
Vegeta is better. This isn't even a question.
It's not a question, right? Like, it's not. Gogeta always sounded better, but Vegeto's better. I'm with you. 5 p.m. in España. That's where you are?
Hi, Joaquin.
How you doing, buddy? I think that's how I say it. I'm probably butchering his name, though. I mean, I'm sorry.
I think it sounds pretty. Yeah, Louisville. Hi, Tyler.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
We may be going there today.
Fellow Kentuckian.
Oh, no.
I gotta go look for cars, so that's no fun. Matt, my ex chat was wild last night.
Yeah, it was.
Y'all were having your own conversation. Me, Peter, and Oddfell was like trying to keep it like professional, and my wife was leading the charge in the chat, talking about things that
feet, knees, sugar bears, talking about cakes. We're talking about different body parts. Oh, and Peter's gorgeous curls. They're perfection. In honor of Peter's curls, I left my hair curly today. I didn't straighten it. It's
Buenos dias, mi gente.
Oh, hey, Hannah.
Hey, Hannah, how you doing?
Wait, also never calling you that again. Curly and burly.
I'm not curly.
Hi, Hannah.
How are you?
Me and Hannah are pen pals.
That's cute.
And me and Ace, too.
That's adorable.
Hannah's smart. Ask her questions if you need an answer.
Omar, have I read Blame? Omar, have you read Blame? I have read Blame. And Bio Omega. And, oh my gosh, what was the book before Blame? They did it was Tokyo Pop. Oh gosh, it starts with a B too. Please help me out, because I cannot remember what it's called. But it's set in that world. It's almost like a prelude to Blame, and I'm surprised that Kodansha never reprinted it in a bigger format.
It's Gogeta, not Gogeta.
Gogeta. Who called him Gogeta? What's up, Tommy? Tommy's been busy. He's been busy at the hospital.
Yeah, I'm glad that you can join us. And wait, dude, aren't you? Or was it somebody else? Aren't you supposed to be studying?
Yeah, you said you could watch it live.
Hey, somebody's mentioning that there's Alf merchandise showing up at Facebook or something like that.
We're gonna break that Alf.
Hey, I kept my word. I bought 2 stickers, one for my desk and one for my car.
She did keep it
right. And Curtis is really going to make one, guys. He's going to make the world's first Alf Omnibus.
That's it. It was noise. Thank you. What's up? What's up, David? How you doing? Before Alf. I'm sure that's the name of the book. Nice, Matt, my ex. Yeah, we have a lot of fun with those. Matt,
you were on point. All 3 of you, like, you were focused. Just coming up with page numbers like that, and yeah,
we stayed focused. We try. Thank you so much for the super chat Friday night at the video store. Boy, that brings me back some memories.
Yeah,
hey
that's
guys,
cool. It looks like it's a channel then.
Thanks for all the great content. Thank you for the super chat, and thanks for reminding me of those Friday nights at the video store. Now it's Friday nights. I guess we're gonna look through.
I watched a
Netflix.
documentary on Blockbuster, or we did together, right?
Yeah. The last Blockbuster. It's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
Ironically, because they were part of the reason why there are no more Blockbusters.
Yeah. Oh.
Do y'all see that hour-long supercut of Zemo dancing? It was glorious. Of course we did. Scotty, Amanda, and I were talking about that yesterday. Actually, I told her, we don't have it here. I was like, that's going to be the way we sign off from now on, is the Zemo dance when we do our movie shows. What's up, Lionheart? Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Omar, what cereal mascot do you think can wield Mjolnir? Man, there's several. Honestly.
Really? Several?
Tony the Tiger. 100% Tony the Tiger. Don't come at me. The guy with the glasses from Snap Crackle Pop. No. What was this?
The bear?
No,
Sugar
Bear? No. I don't trust Sugar Bear.
Where's Sugar Man? He's got a creepy voice.
That dude's got a voice. What was the cereal with the three chefs? One of them had glasses. Honey, no. Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Oh, did they? I thought Snap Crackle Pop had three.
No, characters. Snap Crackle Pop had like little elves.
Oh, dude, people will tell us. That's a good question. I think Tony the Tiger, yeah, but it's only based on strength. He seems to encourage people, so he's got a good heart. He's telling kids. He's telling kids to do their best at sports. Somebody's in a hospital in Canada.
Is that what you're trying to find?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen Project Viking. Where's my buddy Project Viking at? Rodimus Prime Rib. I love that.
Alexis.
Good morning, Alexis. Everyone from a crappy hospital in Canada.
I hope you get out soon.
And I hope you get out soon and it's nothing serious. Rice Krispies. Thank you, everybody.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Sugar Bear selling that smack to kids. Don't trust him. That's right, man. I don't trust Sugar Bear the way he sounded.
Just finished the Snyder Cut. Sally did enjoy it too.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I liked it. Maddie didn't like it. And Amanda,
I liked what I saw.
Amanda really didn't dig it that much, but I really liked it. Sorry you didn't. Imperious Flex. Oh, I love that name. Appreciate all you do and the positive attitude you do it with. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the nice words.
Yeah. Hey, okay. Hannah says, for the first time I read a Wonder Woman comic that I hated. Wonder Woman 77. I am heartbroken. Have you read that?
No. Is that to coincide with the Batman 66 series?
Is it like a year? 77?
It was Mike Allred that worked on 66. Yeah, but 77 was like a flashback like to the 70s. That silly rabbit from Trix is what Nocturne is saying.
Nope.
Silly rabbit. I'm here. You can start now. Okay, Aaron, right. Let's get started.
Okay. Did you like, Wonder Woman, another question. Did you like WW84? It sounds like wrestling.
I mentioned this on our movie show with Amanda that I miss movie theaters because I think I would have enjoyed it a little bit more had my family not been talking throughout most of it. And it's not your fault. You get bored through movies, so I respect that.
Tommy was talking to it.
Then Tommy was talking to it, and I was thinking it wasn't a good... I didn't really like it. And I don't know if going to the theater would have helped. Maybe with the visuals, but I just wasn't a fan.
I think there were too many story elements, right? That didn't really mesh together.
It just didn't make any sense. Why the heck did they even need Maxwell Lord if they had the stone? Is IDW TMT run evergreen? Yes. Transformers and TMNT are both evergreen. So keep that in mind. Don't pay out of print prices. I mean, unless you got the money.
You're the Venom from the 616 universe. Yay. I'm glad Venom's on the chat.
Well, that's good.
I'm going to start pretending I really have a symbiote in my head. Just to have fun. Like an invisible friend.
Count Chocula.
Count Duckula. That was a good show.
I'm trying to think of the other one. Okay, so there was Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Boo Berry, Fruity Yummy Mummy. What was the fifth one that they don't make anymore? But I'm trying to think of the director. Is it Quentin Tarantino that uses it in his movies? It's like Beast something. Boo. Oh gosh. If anybody can remember the fifth member of the Count Chocula family, please.
I'm sure
poor Pedro Pascal still got paid. He still got money.
Pedro Pascal is awesome.
He still got money though. I completely forgot WW84 came out. I saw the trailer, then I watched Tenet and thought it was the Cats trailer for a second.
We didn't rewatch
Fruit.
Cats
I knew
for-
people would remember. Thank you all. Fruit.
Fruity Brute
Fruit.
Werewolf.
Yep. And it was a werewolf. Thank you all. We need an Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection Volume 4 now. That Volume 3 will have a reprint. Yes. Mr. T would be worthy.
Mr. T cereal. I wore my Pee Wee Herman shirt yesterday and it had Mr. T cereal on it.
What's your opinion on the Invincible comics, not the show? I dig it. It's one of my top 10 favorite Image comics. It's a lot of fun. It's like the show, except the mystery. They're prolonging the mystery in the show, and they're fleshing out more characters like Mark's mom on the show, which is cool. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Don't get too attached to too many characters. Jack,
Who's Mr.
who's
T?
Mr. T?
I pity the fool. He doesn't know Mr. T. I don't think I ever watched the show though.
What show?
The A-Team.
A-Team was awesome,
What do you
dude.
mean, what show?
I was trying to think. I don't think he ever said I pity the fool in the A-Team. I think that came from maybe Rocky 3. I can't remember. I don't know. There was a misconception as to where he said it, and now everybody quotes him on "I pity the fool," which is a great quote.
Here's a good question. How do you feel about the way DC animated universe is shaping so far?
Great. I really like the DC animated universe. I'm a big fan of the DC animated universe. At one time, more so than I was the live action movies, because they were doing right by the characters. The animation was good, like, for the most part. Even though they're standalone stories, I'm okay with that.
Hello, Melanie and Omar. Started reading Junji Ito after the Remina review. Can you suggest similar manga series? Well, I guess besides more Junji Ito, right? Because there's several, but
yeah, Junji Ito's the way to go if you're enjoying the Remina series. Get the, what is it, Shiver? I think Shutter. That's the one that's got an anthology collection. The Drifting Classroom is really good. Cat Eyes is really good. I'm trying to think of non-Junji Ito stories. Presents, if you can find it. Those are really hard to find, though. And, Hellgirl's pretty good. I like that, the manga. Also, one that you can find them cheap, but they're out of print.
I started reading Mermaid Saga this morning. Hopefully, Lydia and I will do a review together. And I'm like, ooh, this is violent.
Yes, it's so good.
Joe, thank you. Love your t-shirt. Omar, yours is okay too.
Well, good
yours
thing.
Is cute.
You can buy ours at our spread shop.
Link in the description below. Oh, and now it's finally showing the merchandise's pictures under the video. I waited a month for that. Oh my goodness. There were issues. I figured it out.
Not comic book issues. Thanks to you, Omar. I just ordered New Teen Titans Omnibus Volumes 1 through 4. I already had 5. Getting Volume 1 was hard. It was. Even Amazon's times 3 don't have it. No, yeah, it's out of print right now. Good, man. It's a good run. Enjoy it. Omar, just got Justice League International Volumes 1 and 2. Is that the complete run? Sadly, no. We need, I think, 2 more. Cat Eye Boy, thank you. Did you what was the other one? Hell Baby? Hell Baby was another one. That's another one that's kind of hard to find. Goku Shoujo. Omar taking me back to high school. I'm taking myself back a few years too. Anyone watch any good horror movies lately? Oh, the last one I saw was Train to Busan. That was a pretty good one. It wasn't really horror though. It was more zombie, but had a lot of heart.
Christopher, I will.
Clubber Lang, thank you so much, from Rocky 3. One of the most quotable characters in all fiction.
Clubber Lang?
Clubber Lang was the name of his character. Mr. T's character.
Okay. Please pray for, this is Christopher, please pray for my mom. She's been hospitalized for 2 weeks. I will.
Yeah, of course. I hope she gets better. We will. Go to his question right here, because you can answer this.
Oh, it moved.
Here, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
That was Jock Williams' question. Where did
I say Hokeep. No, I think you're.
Where? Okay, there it is. Hey, Omar, do you save all your boxes for all your Transformers Megazords?
No.
I used to, and then I had.
There's still some up there to use to as more shelving to.
And then somebody in my family gave me an intervention. You and my brothers.
Intervention.
They're like, "Why are you keeping this?" And I was like,
"Oh,
okay,
they're still in the garage."
Some of them are still in the garage.
Yeah, big boxes. And now we've got your X-Men Legends in the garage because he kept it in the living room for a week just in a box.
You gonna wrap me out like that? Strange Tale Panorama hardcover is fantastic if you like Junji Ito. I haven't read that, so I'll be checking that out too. Hey, Omar, picked up Batman, Superman Generations by Byrne and dug it. Good. I just was actually going through the who's who. I was going to do an overview, and I'm trying to figure out my schedule for this week because I was going to do my haul tomorrow, my monthly haul for March. And I'm sure some of y'all saw I was gifted the Jim Lee's artist edition of X-Men. Very, very nice. So I'll be looking at that. And I'm trying to make that video not too long because I know I can go on and on about just that book. But I also need to do an overview of the Who's Who and the Death in the Family Deluxe Edition and then the DC Death Metals.
Graham, good morning.
What's up, Graham? How you doing? How do you decide which books you get in epic format or in omnibus format? Well, I do this. I'm a reader, so
really,
if it's not available in an omnibus format, then I get the epic collection. So, for example, the very smartest thing that Marvel could have done, and I know it doesn't make any sense now, but back then it made sense, was release the Iron Man by David Michelinie, Bob Layton omnibus. The very first epic they released was the immediate follow-up to that omnibus, meaning people like me that wanted to keep reading the story were like, yeah, I'm going to get that epic collection, and that started my whole journey. Now, I will upgrade if an omnibus is announced or comes out, but that's how I like them.
Hey, Great Garloo.
What's up, buddy?
It's time for some cheese.
Is this something new you're trying? What are we doing here?
No, as a child, I thought it was hilarious to get my face right in the camera and like this.
Yeah, I see that.
And I get on my dad's nerves. I still find myself like at school with Zoom doing that. Oh, did I mess up the what's it called?
You
Focus?
Did. It's okay.
Oh,
I got you.
I'm so sorry.
I call dibs on any future Daredevil map outs, even though they're pretty straightforward. They are pretty straightforward, but really fun to put together. Is Dan into Megazords, or is he only... Dan's only a Transformers boy. I'm the giant robot guy.
Dude, he wants that automatic transforming.
Yeah,
Optimus
he
Prime.
bought that. Like we were in the middle of a text message, and then Rob chimed in and was like, "Hey, Dan, Omar, are you guys getting?" Dan's like, ordered. Like, didn't even hesitate. He was like, done. I'm buying that $700 transfer. And I'm thinking, you're going, man, $700. I can't do that because we know. I mean, there's no way they'll ever do a Megatron. It's an automatic transforming gun, just because the P. Walter, it's illegal to have a gun here in America. I'm sure overseas, like in Japan. I wish I could do our graphic for Japan, but in Japan, you can still have the same colors. The gun, a toy gun, can still look like a real gun. In America, it's illegal, so companies have to make them like purple. That's why the Transformers Megatron Classics was purple, green, and white instead of the classic silver and black. Whereas in Japan, when we went there, I went to get it at a toy store. It was the classic silver and black, and look like a gun. And they can be ridiculous molds too, but as long as they can't have the colors. Hey, Omar, I picked up one of your hidden gems, Dead Winter. Good dog. Oh, wasn't that cute? Check out Being John Arbuckle. It's written by a local from Kalamazoo. Okay, I will.
Garfield, John Arbuckle?
I don't know.
I mean, well, that one's spelled Jon.
Garfield. Wasn't Jim Davis Garfield?
No, it just means that was the character's name was John Arbuckle. Right? In Garfield?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, let's see. Bye.
Take care, mommy.
Arthur. Hi, Sir Omar. Good morning.
Good morning, buddy. Yes, we'll be doing that in a little bit.
I was going to say it now. Okay.
In a little bit.
I downloaded it.
Ooh, Melanie's sassy today. Are you sassy? Sassy.
Maybe a few minutes ago. Hey, we've driven through West Virginia. Have we stopped?
Yes. Well, we have.
I mean,
that's where you almost made me crash to go to the Starbucks. Let me tell you.
Stop is it was our destination.
No, but every time we drive through there, we have to listen to John Denver. You know,
whoo, that's a difficult drive for those mountains.
John Denver.
Oh, what about the transforming arc?
I did end up getting that. I did. I'm tempted to. Like never in Transformers comics or in the cartoon or video games has the arc ever transformed. But when I saw the arc, I didn't even have. I was bye pre-order. I was in the middle of Tyler's show when I was pre-ordering those. I'm like,
okay, Maddie.
I was like, Tyler, I just spent, well, I want to say a lot of money pre-ordering toys, and he's like, oh, good job, man. You should have spent double the amount. He's such a bad friend.
Bye, Jack.
Big shout out to Super Squad D. Hey, be good, Jack. At this moment, I just want to remind everybody to hit that like button, please, if you're enjoying the show, and yes, if you're enjoying our Saturday streams. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Thanks to you, Omar. I got Batgirl Returns Omnibus by Gail Simone and Superman, the Man of Steel Volume 2 from In Stock Trades. Good job, man. Great choices. Awesome books, especially that Man of Steel. Volume 4 has been solicited. It's in the catalog, so that's always good. By the way, I've been getting a lot of questions. I needed to say two things. Number one, this week has been really, really packed for me, just personal life and making videos. So I haven't had a chance to reply back to a lot of comments, but I've been getting a lot of questions about Tales of Wonder, why they're not doing pre-orders past a certain date. And I think this is just me thinking that has a lot to do with the Diamond shift over to Penguin Random House, going from one distributor to another. First of all, if Tales of Wonder did not have an account with Penguin Random House, they need to create an account. And then I think something about adding them to the catalog and things like that. So please, just be a little patient. I'm sure they'll be back up, but I think that's what's happening. At least that's my opinion. Yes, John Denver in the Muppet song. That's great. Content question. When doing an overview or review of a book, do you use a script or go off cuff? Time Gem, thank you so much for this question. I never use a script.
I use a script. I can't go off the cuff because you have such a better memory than me. Right now, for the two videos I did this week where I wasn't on camera, I did write out stuff and I went off script as well, adding to it like a bunch of the jokes I didn't plan per se. But I need that structure. I need to write it out first to get my thoughts collected. So yeah. Oh, with Lydia, when I do videos with Lydia, don't write script. Yeah, because we're working off each other, or if we do a video together.
Yeah, and Lydia's really good. Like, so is Alicia. Alicia and I were going.
They were doing good.
We did a manga review, and Alicia and I were going back and she was correcting me.
She was talking more.
And it's cute because she reminds me a lot. Well, we've always said that Lydia is like a mini you, and Alicia's a mini me because Alicia's bossy and loud, and that's what she was doing to me yesterday. Correct? Like, she made fun of me when I said.
I'm sure some of those though you did on purpose, saying it incorrectly.
I can't remember the dude's name. Okay. I really thought it was what's Abe Sapien was the guy's name, but that's a Mignola character. And she said, instead of correcting me, she laughed. She said, "Abe Sapien, my dad's an idiot." But no, I never use a script. And anybody,
I don't think you could have time, right? It takes me hours to do a video.
If I was doing one or two videos a week, of course, that would be awesome. And anybody that has ever seen my overviews knows that I don't use a script. There are people that do, and I think it's awesome. That's great if it works for you. But for me, I just like talking about these things.
Because I do.
Like after, reading them or just reminiscing.
I like to talk, so.
I do like to talk.
It's story time. Thank you, Tevin.
It's story time. Let me get this super chat really quick, and then you can tell you're talking about your story.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Omar and Mel. Is X-Men by Hickman will be released as an OHC, and will we see later runs of X-Men like Brubaker or Gillen's?
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adjective List Lyric, for the super chat. X-Men by Hickman is going to be released as an oversized hardcover. I need to ask for the content because I don't know the content yet. as well as Marauders will be an oversized hardcover collecting the first 12 issues, and Excalibur is going to be an oversized hardcover collecting the first 12 issues. Those are the only 3 Dawn of X books so far that are OHC, besides, of course, House and Powers and X of Swords. But I'm sure more will come. I would love for them to do more Brubaker and Gillen, because there's that orphaned. We actually talked about this on Map My X last night. There's orphaned issues of Brubaker that have never been collected in oversized format. You can find most of it, the Rise and Fall of the Shi'ar Empire, through the pages of War of the Kings and Deadly Genesis and the prelude to War of the Kings. But like the Extremist or whatever arc with Salvador La Roca, that's never been collected in oversized hardcover.
Say it again.
Salvador La Roca, that guy's name? I didn't know that could give me kisses. I'd have been rolling my R's a long time ago. All right, but thank you for the super chat. All right, baby. So what is this?
Okay.
What is this story that you're talking about?
Oh, I hope it lives up to the hype. Probably not.
That's okay.
Okay. I had an arch nemesis in college.
She did. No, I was going to say, if you're holding out for a Dawn of X omnibus.
How rude.
I don't.
Fraser.
Fraser, what you?
How rude.
It's not my fault. Yell at Fraser. He interrupted you.
No, why would I yell at you, Fraser? Okay.
I was trying to answer a question.
My senior year in college, I was in an English class where every week you write a analysis paper on a piece of literature that you chose. I chose A Clockwork Orange. I haven't read it since then. I need to reread it again. And I was tired at that point, right? My senior year of writing these academic essays. I'm like, I'm going to add some voice in it. I've said booyah at the end of one paragraph. And so how the class works is that everybody gets copies of your essay, and then they all critique it going around the table. First dude, he was like, well, I was offended at the poor attempts at humor. And I was like, oh. And I wish I could remember. He said a couple more things. I'm looking at the teacher to like, save me. And of course it's college. The teacher's not going to save me. And then other people were nice, or, be like, well, I thought it was refreshing or whatever. So I was like, he's my arch nemesis, like just to have fun with something that hurt my feelings, because it didn't. I'm almost done. Of course he doesn't have to think it's funny, but don't call it poor attempts at humor out loud. Anyway, so then it was me and you and other people. We saw the first X-Men movie coming out of the movie theater. Second one, and he was like, "Oh man, wasn't that great?" I mean, he's just like an acquaintance. He just came up to me.
The guy that critiqued you.
The guy that was a jerk, and I was like, why are you being nice to me? You're my arch nemesis. The world is black and white. What are you doing? The end.
What a beautiful story.
Yay!
We needed graphics. Maybe one day somebody will make a graphic novel. Matthew, is Matthew in the chat? Matthew Mangy, can you draw that out? Can you
draw feet too, our superhero feet. Maybe you could do that too.
Superhero feet? What are you talking about?
We talked about feet last night.
This is there's kids here, like Gabrielle. No, Gabrielle's not a kid.
Feet.
Omar, do you like both the graphic novel and movie Superman Red Sun? I like the movie a little more. The graphic novels, yeah, it was okay. It's one of Mark Miller's better works, absolutely. All right, guys, X of Swords pre-order. This is the hardcover. Is down to $60 on Amazon today. Take the gamble, folks. You may or may not get it, but it's $60. There you go. Thank you for sharing that. Hey, Omar and Melanie. What's up, Omni Nation Comics?
Hey.
Much love from Las Vegas. Much love back to you, brother. Booyah. Wow, Teen Titans is really Omni's OG. You weren't even reading.
No, I just I was so tired of writing essays. Let me just say booyah.
Omar, please show the Submariner epic. Did I leave it? No, I took it upstairs to read. I would. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's true. Great Garlu said we were all someone's arch nemesis / hero.
Look at the profile.
That is awesome. Look how creepy it is.
I don't know. That's weird, but whatever. Is Batman TMNT part of the TMNT IDW collection, or will be? No, it's not. But DC's releasing the Omnibus with all 3 of the hardcovers and the animated thing that they did. And I cannot wait for that. So there is an Omnibus.
I've seen more questions about King in Black in general.
Oh,
you want to talk about that?
I don't know yet. I haven't seen it in the catalog. Could be a surprise in 2022. They're still finishing that up, and right now, the catalog is taking a lot of their time. For those of you that don't know, Marvel is leaving Diamond. Diamond has been their distributor for many years for the direct market, and they're leaving Diamond to go to PRH. PRH, of course, being Penguin Random House, who has been doing DC's book market releases. Apparently, he is a kid. He's 16. How dare you? Apparently, they're making a bigger warehouse, so things are moving around. So, we're going to see a lot of changes, I'm sure. Some for the good, some, it's going to take a little while to get adjusted to all this stuff. Can you hit on Roberto Rodriguez? He brought up something.
Here,
I'll take it for a second.
He is Omar.
Omar! CGN broke my heart after 5 weeks of waiting. Dude, you email them if they sent you the wrong Omnibus, and I hope they still have it in stock. Omar, is all your comics and toys a tax write-off? A percentage of it is. I can't write everything off. I guess I could if I went to the Wesley Snipes School of Tax Evasion. But I am not.
That's a pretty old reference.
Wesley Snipes ain't that old. It was Blade.
No, I'm talking about this happened in the 90s, correct? When he went to jail?
No, that was in the mid-aughts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, regardless.
I was gonna say, no, you don't, dude. Let me tell you, Gideon. There are people that take a risk, but not me, dude.
Your taking risk days are over.
Yeah, I'm in my 40s now. I'm not even gonna play with the IRS.
Well, it's this is a kid stuff, right? Like, could ruin our lives.
Oh yeah, you one little thing you leave off for your taxes here in America, it's ridiculous, but whatever. You get used to it. And so I can't write off everything 100%. You just have to write off a percentage of it, and I'm okay with that. Even Joker doesn't fight. Is that it? What's up, Shonda Sook? How you doing, buddy?
Is that part of
Congratulations to Shonda Sook, by the way. Ipsy.
Yeah.
We should go ahead and tell people what Ipsy did. Ipsy was really nice.
Ipsy's not here.
Oh, is Ipsy not here? He was here last night. Ipsy was kind enough. He lives overseas. He was one of the winners for the $50 gift card of CGN, and said, I'd rather just go to somebody that can use it in the States, and decided to donate it to Shonda Sook, who's been a big part of this. He's been a moderator for a couple of years here at Near Mint Condition. Never has won anything. So, yeah, man, that's pretty cool. We got some good people here. We got some really good people. Good, positive people. You did not say all of them. You mean that doesn't mean most of them. That's right. Not all of them. A percentage, which isn't really much. What's up, Jake? How you doing, buddy? What can you tell me about Spider-Man? When does that come out? Spider-Man? Oh, the one that collects volumes 1 and 2 of Spider-Man. It's the crossover between Ultimate Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and 616 Peter Parker. The very first time they met. Is this sign language from Matt? Or Duke it out? I can't remember. What did Ipsy say? Sorry. Go ahead.
No, Ipsy's here. But you're working on a paper.
Oh,
okay. You put a school paper. Put the word booyah in there for me.
Do not. Unless you're gonna
I have to watch your grades.
What's up, Kenneth Johnson? How you doing, buddy?
Lower. What? Zdarsky has another Spider-Man book coming up, Spider-Man Spider Shadow.
I heard about that. Now, did you all know that the original idea for Life Story was supposed to be 3 miniseries? And Marvel was like, how about we just give you 1 miniseries? I think 3 miniseries would have been awesome. I want a director's cut of Life Story. And then they're doing Fantastic Four Life Story. So I can't wait for that. Here we are talking about taxes. Where's Tyler Blunt? Summoning Tyler, our buddy.
Yeah.
Blunt.
Text him. See if he wants to get on.
I'm being serious with him. I told him, he's in Mississippi time, but I'll text him.
It's the same time as us.
No, he's in Central time.
Oh, well, that's just...
I texted him and I said, dude, I have a really good idea for a show. And I'm being 100% you could help so many YouTubers that make this their living. You could be the YouTube tax guy. I'm like, seriously, you have the energy to do it. You're really knowledgeable. You're goofy as hell. People really like that. And, I think it would be
even in his text, he's like yelling and exclamation marks.
He's a great guy. Connor, thank you so much for the super
you.
chat, buddy. Opinion on Batgirl Returns Omnibus. Kind of always liked her in my mind, but I've heard there were issues with Simone and the editors. I like that run. First of all, let me just I hated the idea of making Barbara Gordon Batgirl again, because to me, Oracle was one of the greatest characters in DC history. You know, you have somebody that rose above it all, right? Like, she got shot by the Joker, became paralyzed from the waist down, but didn't give up. She was still a superhero from behind the scenes, right? And
I think it's really inspirational.
That's so inspirational to a lot of people. And then for DC to say, you know what? She got better. Oh, I hated that. I hated that with a passion.
Like in Monty Python, well, I got better.
Turn into a newt. Anyway, but I was okay when they gave the reins over to Gail Simone. They were like, Gail Simone's going to be writing it. And she wrote one of the best runs on Birds of Prey. So if anybody could do it, Gail Simone could do it. Now, I will say, the beginning was a lot of fun. The middle took a little bit of a dip. It ended okay. I don't think it ended the way that she wanted to end it, because then we got Burnside. So, yeah, I think it's a good read. I don't think, especially going into the character, not knowing that anything about her being Oracle. Yeah, go for it. I don't make up your own opinion, despite of what you hear. I know there are people that love it. There are people that don't like it. I was kind of thought it was good for what it was. Thank you, Frazier, for the super chat. Hey, do you think we'll hold out? You will hold out for Dawn of X Omni. Also, what's the deal with the Rosa Duck box set? Cheers, thanks, buddy. So I did talk to Fantagraphics. They emailed me back. Those Rosa box sets are coming back into print. They just can't keep up with the demand. Apparently, people are turning into Duck fans. Awesome. Dude, did you all see the collector's edition that comes with the coin? It's $250, and I'm like,
how big is the coin?
It's like the number one.
The coin size,
yeah, it's a coin size.
Okay,
but it looks beautiful. It was originally 150, and then they bumped it up to 250.
Wow,
that's a big and it's I'm sure it's going to be limited, because those hardcovers are always limited. But to answer your first question, I'm going to answer the same thing I did. I think it was last week when somebody asked me that. I'm going to keep my trade paperbacks and hope for an omnibus when the omnibus is announced. I'll upgrade to the omnibus, because as an X fan, it's called the X curse. That's what you do. You double dip. You got to get used to double dipping if you're going to be an X-Man fan. So, I mean, if you want to hold out, my dude. Hold out strong.
Eclipse, I appreciate your sarcasm. Thought maybe it was like a big to-do. I don't know.
Why would they make it a big to-do?
Answer a question.
What do Riddler and Cluemaster have in common? I feel like this is a riddle, but they're always getting their butts handed to them by Batman and Spoiler and Robin. I don't know. What did they have in common? Did Jim Carrey voice the Cluemaster?
Oh, hey, talking of mutants, let's talk about the poll that I put up this week about who would be your roommate.
It was a good point.
Yeah, it was a good point.
Poll?
I really enjoyed everybody's comments and reasoning, right? Okay, so Nightcrawler won, at least last time I checked, which was yesterday, in terms of being a roommate. And you all convinced me. I voted for Storm because...
That's a good point, Clips. That's a good point.
I voted for Storm because she's calm and regal and would give good advice and
regal
and,
nice.
And just chill, right? But then with Nightcrawler, I think I would have more of a connection and be buddy. And he's a loving person.
He's Catholic.
And
he stinks up the place.
Catholic.
He stinks up the place with his
he can bamf outside and then enter.
Is that what you're gonna like? He smokes. Go outside and smoke. Go outside and bamf, Nightcrawler. And he's like, "But I'm in the midst." I can't do a German accent. The X-Men are calling now, Melanie.
So yeah, that was really interesting, and people put in their own mutants as their answers. I could only fit 5 or something like that on the poll. So
you were like, why didn't you pick Jean Grey? And I'm like, because she can read my mind.
No, I didn't ask you that.
Yeah, we had the conversation, and I said she could read my mind. And then I said, I don't want anybody reading my mind.
No, you just answered it yourself. I thought you'd pick Wolverine. You did pick
Wolverine.
I did
pick Wolverine. I'll drink myself to death with Wolverine because he can't get drunk and I can. I voted Jean Grey so I could get a peek. Dude, but that's what I was saying. She know I'll be looking. I know you're looking. No, I'm not. I can read your mind. Oh.
Gold Balls was mentioned.
Gold Balls is horrible.
Christopher voted Rock Slide. I don't know.
Rock Slide. Voted Rock Slide in my heart because then I hook up with Rock Slide every day. I love that answer.
Who's Rock Slide?
Oh, well, I can't reveal what happened to Rock Slide, but he was one of the characters in new X-Men. Give us a minute, Arthur, and we will show your artwork. Storm forever. Showers. You wouldn't even have to pay the water bill. Vote for Sage. Nobody remembers Sage, but I love Sage. Hola, Omar, Melanie, sneaking in from work to say hi. Great job on the Excalibur mapping, Omar. Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun to do that with my friends. Omar, did you see the new Tila statue by Tweeterhead? Look it up. Share it on the show.
That's a cool name. Okay. Tweeterhead.
I'm going to look it up. I promise. I vote Magic because she's fine. Man, but then she gets mad at you for eating her bread that she's got marked. She's gonna teleport your arm over, to limbo, and that's no good. Nobody wants their arm teleported over to limbo.
I quit paying my nails.
Gold Balls is actually a pretty important character. He's known as Egg now. Yeah, he's a pretty important character these days.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy. Vote.
I will take your money.
Melanie Chan. She loves when you call her that.
What are your plans on the Discord server, and what have you been reading lately? Uncanny Senpai, you still sexy.
Oh, my man. All right.
Hey, do you guys like his clean-shaven face?
Don't do that. Don't ask them.
Why?
Because it's embarrassing. But what if they're like, no, bring back the beard?
I like both.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
What? Oh, yeah. Thanks to, okay, so I'm trying to figure out this Discord thing because I've never used it.
It's adorable.
So I asked the highest tier on Patreon to help me out, come talk to me on this thing, just so I know how it goes.
Bring back the beard. I told you. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's coming. I think that would be a great format, right, for people to talk to each other. Of course it is. I act like, oh, look, it's this brand new thing, Discord. It is to me.
It's 4 years old.
It's more user friendly than Patreon. So I'm getting it together. Yeah. And what about I read Mermaid Saga this morning? I finished Pluto. Is Adam Messenger on the chat? Because he sent that. Really liked it. Read Inella and Dwella. I don't even know how to say it. The Angel Demon manga that I reviewed a couple months ago. And Roger Stern, Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Good choices.
I started reading One More Day just to read a bad story. Somebody suggested I read a bad story. Oh gosh, so
bad. I think the Discord server is going to be fun. People have been asking, and Amanda set it up, but we haven't really been active on it. So I'm going to probably reach out to a few people to see if they can help out to make that happen. So people can
watch stuff and talk to each other.
People can always stay connected because it's really cool.
Again, because I know this is years old.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's different though. The other thing, the very, very most important thing I'm going to talk about today is the Marvel reprint poll that is coming out this week.
Yes.
And a big shout out to Louise and James for helping me out with that.
You guys have worked so hard on that.
We have met twice.
I see the emails all the time.
Mm-hmm. They've been wonderful. It's ready to go. Everybody's going to have 5 choices, so it's all weighted voting. So it's pretty much ranked. You choose your favorite one first, and then your least favorite number 5. It's going to be, and it's important because we got 9 out of 10. We know we're going to get Fantastic Four Hickman Volume 2 for sure. There's no way that they don't release that, but it's important. So if you want something reprinted, it's important that you vote. I will be making a video announcement going through all the books that are out of print because a lot of people wanted me to do that. I don't mind doing that. And then at the very bottom in the description, I will leave a link to where you can go and vote. It is a Google Drive shared document that all you need is your email. We're not going to spam you with anything. It's just it needs to authenticate with an email address.
Time to spam.
And yeah, you vote. That's it. And we make it happen. I'll send that over to, I'll leave it up for about 7 days. Send the numbers over to Marvel, and let's see what we can get reprinted. So it's up to you all.
If you use your phone, I did have to scroll over to see the 5th choice bubble to pick. So just FYI.
Yeah.
One more day still falls under #Spring of Spider-Man. See, that's what I'm thinking.
It does.
Thanks,
Kyle Davis,
Kyle.
thanks, buddy. I'm diving deep into Epic Collection purchasing. I find myself wanting to read more when the book isn't 452 pounds like an Omni. Also, Phil Collins.
Oh, I was like, what is
Melanie
that?
was trying to decipher that.
Well, I got distracted by 452 because that's Bob's Guardian number from Reboot. So I always love when I see 452. Like the time 452 as a kid, I'd be like, oh.
Reboot. Okay. Don't do that. As a disabled person, thank you, Veg TV, for the super chat. As a disabled person, it was a slap in the face that they rewrote Oracle. It is refreshing that an able-bodied person has your perspective. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I mean, I can see it from, why would they do that? But apparently I haven't been keeping up, but apparently she did come back as Oracle for a while. Oh, Ethan! I'm going to get you a super chat, Ethan. Omar is beautiful with or without a beard.
Can you reverse super chat?
Can I reverse that?
Ooh, you're evil Spock now. Ooh,
so the evil Spock is hot. He was hot.
He was hot.
Omar, when are you going to post a poll for naming Amanda's film? She's going to love that. Yeah. You're going to love that.
I don't think that would be a serious, silly answer.
Hey, Omar, Melanie, what'd I miss? Well, so far, just a Melanie story. Melanie story.
Really? No.
Look, people are already saying, vote for Slot Silver. It's up to you all. Seriously, it is up to you all what you all want. This isn't Uncanny Omar's list. This is what you all want reprinted. I'll be sharing that. By the way, somebody asked me if I take, oh gosh, I wish I could find it. It was a really, really good question because it's about Tiger Eye's poll in the Marvel Masterworks. I don't, but if he could email me, I would love that so I can reach out and we can work together on something like that. He does Most Wanted Omnibus. I make my own personal list every year. I make my Most Wanted X-Men Omnibus, my Most Wanted Marvel Omnibus. It's usually 2 or 3 parts. But they do their own, like where they vote, like, hey, Ghost Rider Omnibus, whatever. I would love to work with him. I just don't know how to get a hold of them because I can't even log into my Marvel Masterworks account because it's been about 5 or 6 years since I've been there, but that'd be awesome. Do you take bribes? Hashtag. No.
Ibsy, yes. I was working on figure out Discord first, but yes, I am.
Gabriel. Omar, I'm going to save up for my first omnibus. Okay. Where do you live? Just out of curiosity. Where are you in the States? Are you overseas?
I don't know why I'm keeping it a secret. Okay, let me answer.
You have a secret?
Ipsy. No, Ipsy was asking for, oh gosh, what's it called? The emojis for chats. You do membership on YouTube? That it would be fun. And I would think it would be great just for you guys to have fun. Like we could put it like $1 or whatever the lowest is, right? Like we're not looking to make money through the membership of the channel. Because you said don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your gold balls in one basket.
Please don't call it that.
Same thing.
Gross.
But Ipsy was saying that people would be interested in like whatever it offers. Emojis. Things.
Whatever she's talking
Badges.
about, she's in charge of, so I don't know what she's talking about.
Get to that next. Yeah.
Vote for Deadpool and Cable.
Give me some advice.
That almost made it to that was number 15, I think, last year. I almost made it to our top 10.
Yeah, Michael, you missed my Nemesis story.
I love it, Jesse. I took up 2 jobs just to buy more omnibuses.
Wow.
My man. That's right. That's how you do. Dude, when I was in my 20s, I had 2 jobs for long. I had 3 jobs at one time. I did whatever I did, whatever it took to hustle. That's what I did. I remember I was telling the story about buying single issues and toys, like working the tobacco field one summer. Boy, like I remember hanging tobacco up and stuff, and I was not scared of heights, but even being not scared of heights when you're hanging tobacco, kind of scary because you could fall and die.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gristlefoot. Yep, I always mention that. Do you know the person that killed Reboot? Dan Didio. I always remind her of that.
Well, now Tony J passed away. There can't be any more Reboot.
Yeah, man, he was such a good voice actor. Could you please ask David about reprinting Captain America's Silver Age Omnibus? I knew it was Graham before I even read the name. Also, You're getting my drawing next week.
Okay, good.
I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
Oh.
And I texted David your picture where you said, can you please ask Marvel to reprint Silver Age Captain America? So yes, I will ask again. I promise.
So if you'd like to send letters,
yes, we love getting
art.
letters.
I do. The post office was empty yesterday.
It broke her heart. I'm saying we didn't even get like a pamphlet, like a leaflet from like pizza shops.
Yeah, write a letter. I'd love to write back. I guess unless I got 50, then it would be difficult. I'm not gonna get 50. Pictures, we'll hang them up on a fridge or back here. And or send emails, nearmidcon@gmail.com if you want to send your digital art instead.
Yes, please.
So on that note, Arthur, you've been waiting for this.
Always gotta remember to take this off.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, baby. I got you. So we're gonna be looking at some fan art from not that one. From Arthur. We got Lex Luthor.
And Arthur is still 12, right? Correct?
Correct. This is wrong. Still 12, Arthur.
Oh, I like the angle on that one.
Martian Manhunter.
I like his smirk.
Snyder Cut of Justice League. Dark Side. Restart a Snyder for the hashtag that up with it. That's adorable.
I told you Steppenwolf would fail.
That's the side. Look at Steppenwolf all
spiky.
Angsty. Oh, what's up now, Fairchild? Oh, we did. I think we showed this one last time. Fairchild.
Oh, he stuck it in the email.
Batman looking to the right or left, depending on where you're looking at. And who's
this is from? Yeah, go ahead. This is from Cedric. He was inspired to work on his own comic. So I was like, well, let me show the couples of
nice
images that he showed. I like the face on this guy. And look how pretty that is in the colors.
Yeah,
so keep going, Cedric. And did we show, last but not least,
Nope.
did we show Charlie's?
Nope.
Okay, so this is Charlie Brasco. Actually, I haven't seen him in a couple weeks. Look how, wow.
This next picture is holy moly.
That is really
kind of
cool.
Reminds me of like Simon Beasley, a little bit of Sam Keith. I like it. I like the fact that the clown is behind Batman and Joker's behind Spawn. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I like the flip-flop.
Flip-flop.
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you got to take it off.
You got to do this, baby. Yeah, I got you. I always got you. I got you. So thank you all so much for sending us art and digital art. If you can't mail it, we understand some people live overseas and it gets expensive. Believe me. By the way, everything has been shipped out, including international, for all our winners. Congratulations again. It was my pleasure to lift 8,000 pounds of boxes.
Was it last Saturday? No, it was the Saturday before. Saturday night, we just had a system going here, like a warehouse system.
Thank you for the super chat, Matt Hardy. Any hope we'll ever see an Astro City Omnibus? Matter of fact, Kurt Busiek tweeted that they're in the middle of something. He didn't announce what, but he's kind of been hinting at it for a long time. And Astro City is one of my most wanted Omnis from DC because they're the ones that own the rights to it now. So I hope there is. Is voting list for Omnibus reprints ready yet? Yep, Dean, I announced that. I'll be doing a video this week and with a link. Gabriel lives in West Virginia. Okay. Email me.
Gabriel was saying earlier to find the Mothman. Say hi.
Yes. Email me at nearmidcon@gmail.com, Gabriel. Please. Astro City Omni. Heck yes. Luthor. I always say it like
in my video I wanted to say Luthor, and then I'm like, but don't people say Luther?
Thank you, Delusionals Arcade. How you doing, buddy? Have you considered sponsorship to fund
you.
the channel? Look into it. Well, we have, and people have reached out to us. Been nice.
Okay.
So thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah,
it does help, and since this is what I do for a living now, every little bit helps to fund the channel. So it's really cool. And honestly, I mentioned this, but I really mean it. Like when I say, like, if it wasn't for Patreon and things like that, doing videos daily to do research and to put the videos together and edit, couldn't really do it. Couldn't put the time into it. So this is amazing. So thank you all. And even if you can't be on Patreon. You're showing support by just being here and hitting that like button and letting people know about the channel. Do you have an estimate when we could be seeing a volume 4 to the complete collection of Hickman's F4? That should be coming out in early 2022, just based on the way that they've been releasing them. And remember, we got hit by the pandemic, so some of the books were delayed. So hopefully we will get those in early 2022 to finish that out, as well as his Hickvengers in complete collection.
Gideon, don't steal your mom's credit card. My mom wouldn't let me use a credit card.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Gideon. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Have you ever visited Graceland? Yes.
No. Let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story behind Graceland.
We're weird.
No, we're not. I'm the one.
No, me and your brothers.
Look, I mapped out our trip to go see Amanda when she lived over in Colorado or Arkansas, right? I was like, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna stop here. I'm going to leave you three, her and my two brothers, to find out what to do in Memphis, because we're going to stop and sleep in Memphis and then head back out. Their only job was stop in Memphis and look at things to do. And I knew better than to leave these three in charge, because when I get up and on that Friday morning, I'm like, what are we doing? Let's just look around. So we drove around, right? Memphis. And I knew of a couple things like the museum and the Star, what is that called? The Exploratorium, for space. What is that called? Astrodome, whatever. Observatory. Thank you.
No, it's got a name, but go ahead.
It has a name. But anyway, I was like, let's do that, and found out tickets were whatever. But anyway, so they decided, let's go to Graceland. And I, in my head, go, none of these people like Elvis that much. So we go to Graceland, pay $10 to park, and then all three of them realize, wait, I don't want to pay $30 to go see Elvis stuff. I don't even like Elvis that much. And let me tell you what Uncanny Omar does, though. I went to argue about the parking. Remember, I said, look, we just went in here. These fools don't like Elvis, and I got my money back, and we freaking left Memphis, and I was so mad at you three. Y'all can't even plan out one day. What do you think is the best starting
I can plan your channel. Let me tell you that. Buddy, which is more important?
Whoa, you call me buddy. She's serious now. I better slow my roll. What do you think is the best starting point to start with Scarlet Witch? My girlfriend wants to start reading a Wanda story. She also wants to read House of M arc, maybe Avengers by Busiek and Pet-Ass Omnis. There's a couple of stories I think like that are very important to her. Some of them are in the John Byrne era of West Coast Avengers, collected in the Darker Than Scarlet Epic Collection. I think that's a really good point for her, basically because of her children and her ties to Magneto. A lot of things had been retconned to it in the day, and John Byrne kind of started saying, no, this is the real origin of her character. Wanda, Scarlet Witch and Vision. That book is being reprinted, the trade paperback. That's a great, great way to get into the character. I would read House of M for sure, even though she plays a sort of a minimal background role. She is really, part of the orchestrated, and that's kind of spoiling things, but I think everybody knows. And just read House of M, and then read the James Robinson Scarlet Witch miniseries, which is kind of like her redemption story arc. The other two books I was going to say are Young Avengers and Young Avengers Children's Crusade. Those are also important. I hope that helps you out. Hope it helps her. Can't believe there are 400 plus patrons at the moment. Dang!
So we have tiers starting at $1 to get documentation, $5 to get more voting. There's a voting option on $1 tier as well.
They vote.
And also $5 you get the recorded Ask Me Anything chat, which is live for people at the $7.77 tier, and $10 tier is recognition, and the $25 tier sold out because it's consultation. And you don't have the time to do, too many.
Well, I'm thinking about opening up like one, because people have been asking if I can open up some slots. So what I'm going to do is probably like do one that rotates every month. Like, so I have 26. And then just have people, sign up for that. I love that because I think it's really cool. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and I have a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. And sometimes I just say hi.
And you're like, sometimes you have to remind me, you've been going on for 45 minutes.
Well, no, which is fine. It's just if dinner's ready, it's getting cold.
Okay. Omar, when are you going to
James, you are so good at helping us with the channel.
James is a good guy. James is good people. Did I tell you all the story that Don Rosa emailed me? And he said, I am looking, the email, I swear,
yes,
it was
cool.
It was amazing
cool.
because first of all, it's Don Rosa, one of my favorite creators of all time. Second of all, the email is an old man emailing. So in the title, or I'm sorry, the subject line, it says, I am looking for Omar. He has my attention. Now, first of all, whenever one of your favorite creators, who's one of your heroes, emails you with the subject line, I am looking for Omar. He has my attention. You immediately email them back going, what did I do? And so we emailed back and forth. He wanted me to come to his house. He was like, the pandemic is happening right now, but I would love to talk to it. Oh my gosh, it was so flattering. He was like, I saw your overview of the Carl Barks library edition overview of like talking about Carl Barks stocks. And I'm watching it. He was so awesome. He's like, you made me angry a couple of times, but that's okay because I watched you and you are really knowledgeable about this stuff. He said, in the way he types it, it's like an old man telling a story. He's like, I sat back on my chair and I said, wait a minute. This guy actually knows what he's talking about. Okay, I'll keep watching. And he's writing all this out. It's probably one of the best emails I've ever gotten in my life because he's just writing out what he's thinking. And he was like, I would like to talk comics to you. I don't know if I want to talk about Duck Comics because people always ask me about that, but you seem like a nice guy that wants to talk about comics. I have a huge comic collection in my vault, and he only lives an hour away. And I was like, you just say when? I'll come over. Oh, it was adorable. He said, bring over your doohickey with the web thing you can do on your videos.
That's like us with Discord. What?
He was like, your doohickey camera you can put up, you can film, and we can talk. And I was like, come and hang out with Don Rosa?
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel, for the super chat. Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Will you be doing an overview of Kazar? Also, my non-horror EC recommendations. So non-horror, go with shock and suspense, even though it's I want to say a little bit of horror, but it's more shock and suspense. No, I'm being serious. They're wonderful. The crimes collection is awesome. Frontline Combat, if you like war stories, they're freaking phenomenal. The EC library, it's one of the libraries that I recommend to anybody that's not just into comics. They're just good reads. As far as overview of Kazar, as soon as I get it, the next advanced overview I'm doing is Untold Tales of Spider-Man. I don't want anybody to miss out on it because it's such a fun book. And she was looking at it going, and I'm like, wait, let me tell you why it's good. Because
I was just flipping. I wasn't reading. Hey, Gideon's asking if you've ever been recognized. And you did a couple years ago at the zoo.
At the zoo, yeah. Somebody came up to me and was like, are you Uncanny Omar? And I said, yes. And he was like, I recognize your voice. Oh, that was so awesome, man. That was so cool. I mean,
recognize your voice.
Super chats here. I would love to see more DD Silver Age Omnibus Volume 2. Will there be any more Young Avengers Omnibus? Can't wait for the reprint. Not that I know of, but it would be a good time because the rumors are flying that the Young Avengers TV show is coming now that they're setting up things in Falcon Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Hawkeye, and where's Stature showing up? No, she's already shown up in the movies. So as far as Daredevil, that one didn't sell well. As a matter of fact, I think you can still get it at liquidated prices, Volume 1. So in order for a Volume 2 to happen, we need that one to sell better. So we will see. Anything's possible, though, man. You know how it is. What's up, Mike Irish? Back online.
Hey.
Gave up social media for Lent. God bless you. Happy Easter, guys. Missed the channel most of all. Thank you so much, Mike Irish.
Good to see ya.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Read ya.
Oh, good to read you.
I can't see. Yeah, that was dumb. What? We saw you in class last week.
Yeah.
Because
in the middle of in the channel when you were
I was thinking like literally see. That's why I was like, what? What subject areas in Grace do you teach? I used to work and teach a certification for several years where I live. Cool. I teach a residential school for people with special needs. And so it's as big as a college campus, and the students are residents. They live there in dorms. And I teach fine arts and theater class. We're putting on Charlotte's Web that we started last year, and then the pandemic happened. And I'm so proud of them. Man, when their acting skills shine through, I'm so proud of them. And in fine arts, I was starting with the basics of art with lines. And I'm like, hey, let's do action lines in comics. It was so much fun. I had my Spider-Man that I was showing. And then I took pictures of them. in superhero poses, and we drew the action lines on and glued special effects onto not special effects, sound effects. Bam, wow, pow, onto the paper. I get to do what I want. It's a lot of fun. I feel like doing it, I can do it.
I always boast on how you're wonderful at your job, because not everybody can do what you do and have the patience that you do, and
it's not always teaching. There's a lot of I got to help people out.
Yeah,
interruptions.
Fredsonator is going to sleep. It's 4 a.m. where he is.
Oh,
so
wow!
Thank you so much. What is up, Mad Boy? Have not forgotten Avengers versus X-Men. That will come. Look at that. Your picture.
Oops.
For
the tape.
Astonishing Melanie, right there.
I'm like, I'm taking it down because I'm taking it to work.
Omar, please push David Gabriel. I have a mental image of myself pushing David. Do it! To reprint those out-of-print X-Men OHCs in your reading order. Part 2, such as X-Men Days of Future Past and many others. I think they will come as omnis. It's just a matter of how they are mapped. So we will, we'll make that work. And if you all notice in the reprint poll, I did add in Fall of the Mutants because that's one of the most requested OHCs. I didn't want to add every one of them because I have a fear that if I add all the X-Men OHCs, we're gonna have 10 X-Men reprints, and I want to show love to every character because there's more characters out there than just X-Men. And this is coming from the Uncanny Omar, but I want to be fair to everybody. So I only added Fall of the Mutants OHC in there because there's a lot of X-Men OHCs that are out of print, but we'll make them work. I will let them know what's out of print. So absolutely, we'll make that happen.
Paper Girls Omnibus, when?
Well, we did get a compendium of Saga, so I can assume that we're going to get a compendium of that. There's a good question from Fabio.
Brian, congratulations.
Oh, I just had my second delivery of Duck books today. Oh, you're getting a little bit of love from both Rosa and Barks. Omar, ever read any cross-gen comics? Absolutely. My favorite ones are Sojourn and Scion. Scion because of Jimmy Chung. Sojourn was that Ron Mars? Oh, yeah, man. Cross-gen, and it's interesting because Marvel owns the cross-gen stuff now, and I don't see them ever reprinting those books. For a lot of people that don't know, CrossGen was this company in Florida that was printing independent stuff, but they pulled a lot of big names over to them. So yeah, it was a big deal because they also offered them like health insurance and offered them things that a lot of comic book creators didn't really get. So it was a really cool company. The guy that funded it, he passed away a couple of years ago. And despite of some things, behind the scenes that happened, a lot of people had a lot of respect for what he tried to do. Here, go to the super chat.
Sure. I was just reading while you were talking.
Okay.
And just to let you know, guys, that I do read the comments while he talks. And sorry we can't get to everyone's question, but
yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I'm really hoping for a Dennis O'Neill. Thank you for the super chat, Mega Shrenzer. Dennis O'Neill, Iron Man Omnibus. Been wanting to read that stuff for ages. Also, bring back the hashtag, bring back the beard. I love it.
It's hashtag Spring of Spider-Man. Springtime.
When did we get to this point in life where hashtags?
Yeah. I don't know. I just
you accursed influencer persuading gullible children into buying books instead of drugs and booze. You may call me a push.
The super chat.
When I used to go to volunteer at my daughter's school, there was English as a second language for a lot of the kids. We have a lot of farmland here in the place where we live. Horse farms, where a lot of immigrants come in, and work on the horse farms, and their kids and they don't speak English. So they have an entire classroom full of little kids that only speak Spanish and are so cute and adorable. But I would go in there and read to them and volunteer. Like that's one of the things I did when I lost my job was I was starting to volunteer at the school.
You'd eat lunch with the girls.
Yeah. Oh, it was so fun. But one of the things I would do is, those Marvel books that they send me, the graphic novels for kids, every one of those I donated to that classroom because I was like, I learned to read English through comics. Maybe one or two of these kids can learn to read English through these comics, and then they'll grow up loving comics because it reminds them of like, hey,
and then they watch the channel.
And then they watch the channel going, that's that old man that brought that comic over to me. Look, and he's hanging out with Don Rosa now at his house.
I do think about how long will YouTube last? I don't know. Like, how many years will we do this? What if it turns it, you know, society moves on? Or will it be as here to stay, just like TV? I don't know.
Who knows? I don't think about the future like that. I'm always 3 steps ahead of the game. So I already planned.
That doesn't make
Twitch.
any sense.
No, 3 steps ahead of the future.
I don't think about the future.
Yeah,
I'm
you think about
ahead.
the future in a gloomy way. I think about it like 3 being like a game of chess. I got to stay 3 steps.
About a gloomy way.
You just said, what if YouTube ends? And
that's just a realistic. I mean, I
that's
know
a gloomy
that
way of
we'll
looking
find
at
something else.
I'll go back to IT. I don't want to. Gosh, I don't look forward to that at all. But anyway, all right. Joe Anderson, thank you for the super chat. Sorry I missed the last few Saturday shows. Spent the last 3 to 4 weekends converting our game room into a library.
Wow.
I have 275 plus Omnis. 275 plus Omnis. Twice that in hardcovers and trade paperbacks. Beautiful.
Nice.
Take some pictures.
Yeah, email it to us.
Email us. Omar, Jim Lee's your favorite artist. What's his best work to use inspiration reference for an aspiring artist? Jim Lee's my 3rd favorite artist. I like Mark Silvestri, but Jim Lee is amazing. His best work, I would say, is probably, I'm being biased here, but I love his X-Men. His Punisher run is solid. His Batman, Hush, is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's posing in every
X-Men, especially like when he's inked by Scott Williams, it is amazing. And if you're an artist, I'm trying to think they have an X-Men extra large book, and they also have the artist edition. And I think both are great ways to just admire his artwork. They're wonderful. When is somebody keeps asking about the manga tour. Yeah. When is the upgraded manga tour? Sometime this year. I need to clean up this room. I need to count how many manga. Riley said, hey man, you know what works is when you throw up how many manga you own. This is my buddy Omnibus Collector. I told him he needs to change his name to the Manga Collector. And he's like, no, I like Omnis. I'm like, okay, whatever works. But he was like, you know what works, man? On your thumbnail, you just put, I have 50,000 volumes of manga. And people come and watch your channel. And I was like, that's
50,000?
I don't know. No. I was just using that number. And I was like, that seems really clickbaity. And he's like, do it. It works. And I'm like, all right, fine, I'll do it. I have to take inventory first.
Also, people asking again about the reprint poll.
Yes, I will be making that video announcement sometime this week. So keep an eye on the channel. And in that video announcement, I'm going to go through each one of these like you all want me to. All the ones that are out of print, and then put them in the poll. I'm going to leave a link in the description where everybody can go vote. Everyone, all of you, it's up to you all. And you all, please feel free to share in forums, Facebook groups, wherever you want to share, where people can go vote.
You're going to vote too, right?
I get 1 vote. Everybody gets 1 vote, and yeah.
Well, no, 1 vote is in, but 5 choices.
You get 5 choices.
Yeah, it's
but
way
of course I'm going to vote.
Okay,
of course I'm going to vote. Omar, do you have any other hobby than comic books, just out of interest? Zoom, thank you for this question. I do. I play video games. Mm-hmm. And as a matter of fact, we're going through Mario 3D World, and my wife is probably wondering, like, why is he so pushy about wanting to keep playing this game? It really helps me clear my mind to play video games. Because I read so much now and edit so much.
Why don't you tell me that?
Well, I'm just telling you because this is what
you could have told me that. Like,
well, I didn't want to say it in front of the kids because I didn't want to guilt them into playing. But I love playing video games to kind of, you know how I say manga to me or some comics or palate cleansers. That's like a brain cleanser. Like, cleanser? I just read a bunch of freaking X-Men and I love X-Men, but I need to go and like. Make sure Mario rescues his princess. I knew it was
important to you just to spend time with the family, and apparently bosses around.
I love bossing y'all around. But you know what's funny is when we're
You're
playing
getting better. You're getting
Mario
better.
3D World, my youngest kid, Alicia, starts yelling like I do. Like, and
I'm like, you need to stop or I'm not playing.
My youngest 9-year-old gave her mom the same face I give her when she falls and dies. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you do this easy task? That's the way Alicia looked at you.
It's not easy to me.
What's up, Jack Ferry? Thank you for the super chat. 2 questions. Who owns the North American publishing rights to Mobius Blueberry? I think that is not owned by anybody. The Mobius library has been purchased by Dark Horse. They own the license to that, but Blueberry is not part of that. So sadly, I think the only printings of that we ever got were from Marvel Epic line. Not the Epic collections, but the Marvel Epic line. And we only got like 5. They're beautiful books. I wish somebody would print those. Who would you cast to play Namor in the MCU?
These are 2 really cool random questions. very unique.
I used to joke with him, man. I'm like, I think it's Kevin Spacey because of the way that he was drawn in the Illuminati one shot. Like Alex Maleev drew him like Kevin Spacey. I'm like, that is such a weird look for Namor. Who would I? Somebody that's ripped, man. They would have to be ripped. Who's that guy? Rain. He was a pop star, K-pop star. Don't know why he came to mind, but yeah, that guy.
I don't know who you talk about. We did talk about the X-Men poll on roommates, and I voted for Storm as well, but everybody convinced me Nightcrawler. So, super laugh hard. Hey, Omar. Hey, Omar, you're going to have a blast reading the Garth Ennis run on Judge Dredd. I got to go finish off the custom binds.
Good job, my man. Thank you so much, super laugh hard. I can't wait for that. I'm actually, after this, by the way, for the people that have been asking me how long the X-Men reading orders are, holy moly. I'm sorry. Don't
apologize.
Well, no, I've never done a task like this because, for one, I like talking about this stuff, and two, there are so many X titles. 3, and I'm only talking about Uncanny X-Men, Adjectiveless, Astonishing, X-Men Unlimited, and then Amazing, another oh my gosh, there's so much.
Well, there's just,
and it gets so confusing, and I'm like, oh, that's why people need this. But so far, I'm trying to get it down to 8 parts. 8.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've got it all. I've got it all written out. I'm like, okay, I have to condense. I have to stop talking as much and start focusing on what's collected. But it's so hard to do that because there are reasons why these books are collected a certain way. And then when we get to like Wolverine and the X-Men Omnibus, I'm like, oh my gosh. There are 3 places that I tell people, stop reading here. And I hate doing that because it's such a big omnibus. But I feel like you get more out of the story if you stop reading here, go read, Battle of the Atom. Stop reading here, go read Avengers versus X-Men. And then something happens to Wolverine within that book, and I can't talk about that. And so it's a task, but it's a lot of fun. I don't know where that came from. No one was asking about that.
That's fine.
Oh, because I wanted to read Judge Dredd. I can't wait to go back to read Judge Dredd. Is what I was gonna. Hey, Melanie, what part?
But I tried feet. No, we're saying no.
Nope, we got kids here. Come on, sugar man, kids. Hashtag kids. Hashtag kids.
Okay, Bad Wolf says we need the commentary. Bad Wolf's yell at you. Oh, Bad Wolf from Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
We need the commentary on this X-Men reading orders. The explanation helps. That's the point of the reading order, though, and you're so good at it.
Thank you, guys. Seriously. I was looking, and I was like, the first one was an hour and 15 minutes. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well,
I need to cut this down.
Uncut for Patreon. That's a cool idea.
Uncut for Patreon would be me picking up the books after they slided, then a lot of cursing, going, gosh, because man, I get mad. I get mad when those books don't cooperate.
It's fun to watch.
Like she knows when I'm mad when the books don't cooperate. She's upstairs, she could hear me, and she knows. It's adorable because you leave me alone. Because when I'm in that zone, you're like, I'm just gonna not talk to him because I know he's gonna be upset.
Right. Well, when I'm filming too, I know now. I'm like, why?
Because you spend so much time making something so perfect, and then something small happens where a book just decides to, and then domino effect, and you're like, why would you do that?
I like your voice.
Dude, there was one time when y'all remember when I had the white table? I snapped so bad I flipped that table.
You did?
Yes, because every book had fallen over already. I can't remember what reading order that was. And you could hear me cursing like, I hope it's worth that. I was like, if 3 people dislike this video, I'm going to, like, I was going off, man. Like, I flipped that little table, that poor little table. Rest in peace. Anyway, let's keep going.
When I watch domino videos on YouTube, I'm like, I couldn't do that. If it all fell, like how do people continue on when something falls? Hi, Ace.
What's
hey,
up,
pal.
Ace?
Sorry, I was setting up my new place in Melanie's heart. Oh,
we still doing that episode with Ace?
Yeah, because me and Ace are pen pals too.
You just got pals everywhere.
Hey, dude, when's your birthday? When are we doing the show? Let me look on my calendar. Let's plug it. Because Ace has her YouTube channel.
Hashtag release the Omar's X-Men cut.
Yeah. Hashtag restore the reading order. Gentle reminder to samurai slice that like button.
Yes,
you are so clever and creative.
Thank you all. Lord Omar, I'm with an uncut version of you reading order, maybe even for Patreon. I tell you what, if something funny happens, I will put it up because holy moly.
Oh, I put it on your Google Calendar, not mine.
Yeah, I've got it on mine. David Gabriel should get all your X-Men readers to have this entire Marvel Collected Editions team watch for future references what needs to be printed and reprinted. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. He knows what I like. He knows that I'm into X-Men, and there's a lot of those books being reprinted too. So a lot of people that are now getting into it. I made this comment a couple of days ago that I'm so happy for all these people that are now getting into this collected editions game of omnibus editions. All these things are being reprinted. It's amazing. It's crazy that 3 years ago people were like, there's no way they're going to reprint this, or paying $500 for books and stuff. So it makes me happy that people are getting the books they want. Captain Britain, a book that I saw in my top 10 order, or my top 10 list last year because of you all voting for it. I remember looking at that list and I said, no way. There's no way they're going to reprint Captain Britain. There's no movie. Captain Britain's such an obscure character. Alan Moore has already abandoned the character. And then I'll never forget, man, like that text message between David and I. And he said, and I think it's going to make your viewers happier because it's not just a reprint. We're putting more into it. And I was like, I can't wait to tell them. And I held on to that secret for months. I didn't say anything. And then when I finally got to say it, oh, man. And everybody was happy. Everybody that wanted the book. Because I realized, when I make those announcements, it's not the book everybody wants. Like Ultimate Spider-Man, I think for the most part, everybody was happy. But
Ace says April 21st on Not Near Mint.
Not Near Mint.
So that's not hers, her channel. And she said there might be a special guest.
Yeah, who's a special guest? Gonna have to sell my copy, Captain Bird, to buy a new updated version. What's up, VSAC? Hey guys, when will the Fantastic Four Volume 1 be up for pre-order? I think that one will probably be in the next month because that one comes out in November. So I think that one's gonna be in the next month. So look for it then. Well, Bad Wolf, you know what to do. That reprint poll comes up. They know. I think I've made this comment so many times for the people that haven't read those books. Whew, don't pay $800. Just those books will eventually be reprinted. Just wait. Cannot wait for you to announce those Lone Wolf and Cup. Oh my gosh, right? I emailed them about that, and Kate, my contact over there, she said that we don't have any plans right now. Actually, she just got a new. I need to hit her up. She just got a new position.
I need to use the potty.
Okay. Omar, have you ever stopped reading an Omni and couldn't finish? I started the Sin City Omni a few months ago and stopped around 3/4 of the way, but haven't felt the desire to go back. I'm trying to think. If it's something like Batman Black and White, because I only read those sporadically. I'm trying to think of what books I've done that with. I know I have. I just can't remember what they are. Because usually when I do a read-through, I push myself to do it. Maybe some Golden Age stuff. Before doing my overviews of those Golden Age books, I wasn't familiar with the content because Golden Age is not something I'm big into. So I wanted to start reading them. And even Golden Age Marvel, and whether it's Golden Age Marvel or Golden Age DC, it's not the easiest read for me. So I kind of stopped probably. I give it a fair shot. I'm like, okay, let's do like 7 or 8 of these and see how they are, see what kind of material it is. So probably one of the Golden Age books. Omar, if you want to send anything for my birthday, it's August 28th. If you send anything, send Daredevil. Okay, Gideon. Thanks, buddy. I'll remember that. Don't you say to me you didn't like the Golden Age Wonder Woman. Never finished Volume 1. I had Golden Age Wonder Woman. I had Golden Age Superman. I had a couple of Golden Age Supermans. And I had a Golden Age, like the first 3 Batman. I wasn't for me. But I love the people that love it. I think it's great. And it's not just old people. There's a lot of young people that love that era. So I think it's awesome. Still no box set. Can't say a word. Not yet. One day. That box set has been pushed back to 2022. Omar, have you ever read Golden Age Captain Marvel? I have not. You talking about Captain Marvel from Fawcett or DC, I guess? By the way, have you read Batman Earth 1? Yeah, I have. That's Jeff Johns, right? With Gary Frank? Mm-hmm. The first 2. I haven't read Volume 3 yet. What? Okay.
Ace just emailed who the guest might be.
Very cool. Very cool. What's up, Omar? Could we ever get a Batman Beyond Omnibus? I think there's a good chance, especially since it's rap. Look, we're getting a Batwing Omnibus. Anything is possible when it comes to the Bat family now. Omar and Melanie, is a 10-inch tablet the best option for reading digital? I used my favorite one. I've tried iPads. I've tried the Chrome tablet. And my favorite one that I had was the Microsoft Edge. Is that what it's called? Microsoft Edge? Oh my gosh, what is it called? Whatever the Microsoft one was. That was my favorite one that I read. And 10-inch, you'll be good. When is the next big anniversary for X-Men? I guess that would be 2023, right? 1963. Yeah, 2023. That would be a big one. Any Masterworks announcement comics? What's the release pattern on those? Usually we get one or two like main characters a year, or one character a year, like Thor, Amazing Spider-Man. I got to announce a couple. I did a video announcing the rest that are coming out this year. But who knows? They might sneak one in here or there. Surface. Thank you, Matt. Look, Matt Boy's on top of it. It was a Surface Pro. Just letting you know, I'm going to be asking about Superman reading, Omnibus reading order one-on-one Monday. Okay.
Oh, he was commenting on every video. Like the
Robin reading order. I'll be honest with y'all, after this X-Men, I need a break. I need something small. So somebody suggested like Usagi Ojimbo. So either Usagi Ojimbo or Robin will be up there for our Patreons to vote on, because I'm exhausted after doing these. It's not just, it's not rereading. I have even having a lot of fun with it. It's just a lot to put together. But I've been doing it for a couple of years. Use a 43-inch 4K TV, connect as your computer, read digital comics. Hey, for real though, that might help people that have problems, with their vision. Like,
no, yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea at all. God, what's up? Hey, I messaged you, my dude. I need the name of that movie. The King Kong movie we were talking about. Omar, any hope for Usagi Yojimbo Deluxe Editions being reprinted by Dark Horse? They did number 1, the Saga. It was just reprinted and sold out everywhere. Some people are saying they might get their copy from Amazon. Who knows? Only 600 copies, so they never should have put a limit. They should have just reprinted it. But whatever. What's going to be the next title for Met My Ex? We're going to go through. We decided last night we're doing the Messiah trilogy, as I like to call it. And Peter was already arguing with me that it's not a Messiah trilogy. And I told him what I considered the trilogy. So, yes, the Messiah trilogy. We're very excited for that. King Kong Escapes. Thank you, my dude. I'm going to look for that. This is from Eric. Hey, Omar, I just finished Berserk Volume 16 and heard that people online don't like the Lost Children arc. Thought it was great, but I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the Lost Children arc? I didn't mind it. Those were coming out like back to back from Dark Horse when they were pumping them out. DMP was doing the translations for them. So to me, it was experiencing my favorite manga for the first time, because that stuff had never been translated in English outside of fan translations. So for me, I was excited no matter what. So even the crappiest arc in Berserk, which I still feel is Volume 1, is amazing to me. So I didn't mind the Lost Children arc. I honestly didn't know the Lost Children arc was hated as much until I, started talking about Berserk on my channel with the review of Volume 38, when I've been waiting 3 years for that.
I don't mind the first issue. I don't know. It's kind of...
I think it's my least favorite.
It's I like how you can see the change.
Omar on his deathbed in 60 years. I'll be able to announce the box set soon. Tank Girl reading order. Do you do it anyway? You like very little continuity and they just ignore it anyway. Job done. I have one. I don't even know if I still have it. I have to find it. I've only read one Tank Girl collection, so I wouldn't even know where to go from there. So I need your help, hermano. Omar on his... you already read that. Does Marvel plan to finish out most of the runs in Epic Collection at some point? I'm asking because Power Man and Iron Fist need one more to finish the run. Yes. Whatever they start, they want to finish. But for some reason, Ant-Man, no. Does Messiah Trilogy include Colin? You darn right it does, Luis. You darn right it does. I'm making it. Any plans to expand the My X format to other characters? We joked about...
People ask Spider-Man.
Somebody said, call it Spin My Web.
Yeah.
Instead of Matt My X. So I kind of like that. Hold on a second. Can manga and Usagi Yojimbo's have omnis? Manga can. But remember, Omnis for Dark Horse are different than Omnis for Marvel or DC. They're not hardcover. They're big, thick books, 3-in-1. They almost feel like compendiums, but not as tall. Thank you, Omar and Melanie, for everything you do. You and your channel are a real gem. Thanks. You, Wolfgang. And I love the fact that you have old school Lum on your icon. That's
you
awesome.
You made Lydia read.
Yes.
No, it was
yeah.
Okay.
Ursi Yatsura.
Yeah.
This is the same.
Hannah, I was just thinking about you, that you like Tank Girl.
Oh.
You're gonna read Canada.
Well,
I think I would like it too.
Give me some suggestions. I'm always up. I mean, that's how I started the whole Judge Dredd thing. Like somebody from 2000 AD was watching my channel and going, "Hey, this guy has a YouTube channel and he hasn't read Judge Dredd," so they sent a bunch my way. That was so awesome, and they're still doing that. Matt, my Melmac.
Let's see.
Omar,
this very week, Attack on Titan finished a series
seriously?
in manga format. When are you start reading it again?
Man, I read the first 3 big size books, so that takes me up to 15. I have volume 4 and 5. That's 25. What volume did it end? What Tonkabon size?
Okay, Hannah didn't read.
Oh, you've never read it?
Ace. I'm sorry, I got confused.
Okay, I want to though. Tank Girl must be good, right? That's what I think.
Summer of Alpha.
Let's never make that. Can we never make that happen? They're doing the deluxe hardcovers like Berserk, Hellsing, and Blade. Oh, is that what you meant by Omnibus? Yes. And if you meant that by Omnibus, then that's the way to go. They're doing Berserk, Hellsing, Blade of the Immortal. Other publishers like Kodansha have done beautiful box sets that are in hardcover format, like Ghost in the Shell, Akira, and Battle Angel Alita. There's a hardcover collection of Magic Knight Ray Earth. My volume 2 should be here soon because I love that. I forgot I hadn't bought the second box set of Magic Knight Ray Earth. I can't believe I spent that much money on it, but I don't care. I had the mix signs. I had the original Tokyo Pop releases. I had the Dark Horse Omnibus, and this is my 4th time with getting the same manga.
I love how you love that Magic Knight Ray Earth and Berserk.
Yeah, they're so different.
Eclectic taste.
You always make fun of the my jogging track. I've got anime intros in it and rap. Oh no, you don't. You know, you're really open-minded. What's your writer and artist dream team? Entertainment with Ethan. Alive or dead? But let's stick with alive. I mean, I've had so many dream teams working on books before, like Chris Claremont and Jim Lee, or Walter Simonson on Thor. So what would I like? I want old school Alan Moore. I want old school Swamp Thing, Watchmen, Alan Moore to do, oh my gosh, to do something unique with a character that I love so much. And so it would have to be somebody like Wolverine's I think they've done just about everything. Even Alan Moore. So maybe somebody that's Apocalypse. That'd be kind of fun. An Apocalypse book by Alan Moore. The definitive Apocalypse book by Alan Moore. And my artist on that would have to be Mark Silvestri. That would be crazy. Alan Moore on I'm just sorry daydreaming.
Both Derek and Fraser suggested Morrison and Quietly.
That would be cool, but then you have to choose a character, right? Like what characters would you have? And I'm talking old school Alan Moore because he had a different way of writing. Thinking in recent years he's kind of lost that passion. Kazar by Alan Moore and Alan Davis. See? Ooh. There's a lot of others. I teamed up with the guy from Comics Pop, Sal. We did this really fun like dream teams on books. It was a lot of fun to do that episode. We did a live episode. I need to hit him up. He's a cool dude and he's really knowledgeable with this stuff. And we did a really fun episode together. Chip Zdarsky and Philip Tan on Amazing Spider-Man for me. See, I would like him, Tom McFarlane to come back, but he's already done Spider-Man. So Tom McFarlane. What about you? You like artists. You like writers.
I hate art. Man.
Madman Lingle on Kitty Pryde series.
That would be good. Oh my gosh, what a great idea. Oh, please don't make fun of me. What's his name?
Which one, baby?
Just Superman.
Okay.
Kubert. Adam Kubert.
Adam Kubert. Oh,
Kubert,
yeah.
not Kubert.
Okay.
Kubert.
Kubert's a little dude that curses.
Man, after like watching my video, right? I could see the art better. I don't know. I'm weird. That I was disconnected from the book and watching it on a screen. Man, I really like his art. But yeah, I have a horrible memory. I don't have an answer. Whatever I read that week.
What about that though? Alan Moore on Doctor Strange. Gosh, that would be awesome.
Don Rose on Wolverine.
I'm in, dude. I'm in.
Man,
and
he likes Wolverine. That's awesome if he does.
Well, he's drawn Adam Kubert. Somebody needs to make that. He does. Luthor, is Taylor Talks Comics? Is he still in here? Can you hand me those 2 Omnis, baby? Because he was asking to show them. Okay. I'm sorry. No, it's the 2 right on top, right there. Okay. You see the super sexy? Yeah, that one and the one right underneath it. He was asking me about those.
Wow, this is sexy.
Right? That's a nice piece right there. All right, so I will be doing overviews soon. I haven't opened them up. I got them a couple days ago. The Cole Omnibus, the original Marvel years. Look at that awesome Matt Brooks cover. Mark Brooks, not Matt Brooks. That is gorgeous. Spine, and then the back. Got the crown. And then this is what Taylor Talks Comics was asking me if I was going to do an overview. So I will be doing an overview of both of these. This is the Kirby book that a lot of people were asking me, did they pull that? Because we don't see it in the catalog. Then they brought it back, and it is an omnibus, official omnibus, because a lot of people were thinking that they brought it back as an OHC, but it is finally here. This is the Kirby War and Romance. I called it like Love and War for some reason, but no, it's War and Romance. Check her. Oh, there he is, Taylor. I will be doing an overview, my dude. Yeah, anything Marvel sends me ahead of time, I'll be doing an overview of.
What about Alan Moore on Howard the Duck?
Yes. Steve Gerber. See, Steve Gerber was a guy that was way, way like ahead of his time and doing a lot of cool things in Howard the Duck. But sadly, we lost him. Oh my goodness. When was that? 2006, 7 when he passed away? Cates and Stegman on Batman. Dude, yes. They're killing it on Venom. Yeah, Great Garloo. This is actually an omnibus. I believe it releases sometime in May. Yep. Look at that. I love it. Look. Wait, this is cool. They've been doing this for a little while, but crown on Jack the King Kirby. Alf Fan Moore. Okay. If Alan Moore were to write an Alf comic with Mark Silvestri drawing it, I'm in. Oh, I'm glad you like Why the Last Man, Josh Alexander.
I read that recently just for my own self and didn't do a video on it. Mark
Miller on Daredevil.
Or is it Millar?
It's Miller.
Okay.
I was corrected because I thought it was Millar too. I was corrected.
What is the first what first guy in comics? Mine being Batman Earth 1.
Wow, it's fairly new. Bad Boys, your
uncle sent you X-Men comics and you didn't know how to read English. You were sick and
appendicitis.
You got into comics.
I did. That's how I got into comics. 168 was my first X-Men. What about you? Spidey?
Oh yeah. I don't remember my first comic, but
mind blown.
Oh wow.
Rumiko Takahashi on Kitty Pryde. I'm in. That sounds good.
I'm a little more excited about Madeline Lingle though.
Also she's not dead. With us anymore.
I know. I just love her.
Oh,
she wrote A Wrinkle in Time.
The content's still the same. Oh, it's a little hard to read. Let's see. Collecting the complete Jack Kirby stories and covers from Battleground 14, Battle 64 through 70, Sergeant Fury 1 through 8, 10 to 20, and 25. Love Romances 80. That's stuff I've never read. Love Romances 83 to 85, 87 and 88, 96 to 106. My Own Romance from 1949, 71 through 76, and Teenage Romance 84 to 86. Man, there's a lot of art restoration because a lot of this stuff I don't think has ever been printed.
Look how large that Kirby is on the spine compared to the Defenders. Well, what about...
when I got the original art for the Defenders, because sometimes David sends me both of the dust jackets, the Defenders was huge on the title, but they didn't have the picture at the bottom. So I think adding the picture kind of threw something off. So I don't know if that was on purpose or not. So
Junji Ito on My Little Pony. Man, we used to love My Little Pony reboot years ago.
Yeah.
And you got the comics for the girls. Like,
yeah.
It was a good show.
My first comics was DC versus Marvel. That's awesome.
Yeah, too.
That's awesome. Is that Magic on the cover? Yeah, that's Magic on your. I'm sorry, on your picture.
Earl of Lemongrab. What about Quietly and Morrison? Fantastic Four, possibly.
Grant Morrison? Yes. I love that. It's from Manuel Ortiz. He's saying in Chile at school we had this student day and they got us comics. That's awesome. I got an issue of Identity Crisis, the one with Robin scared. Oh, after what happened to his dad. Wow, that's cool. My first comic was Spectacular, issue where Peter steps down and gives the mantle to Ben.
I was so confused.
These guys look the same. What do you mean Peter Parker's a clone? Oh man, what a weird. Any Omni packing
packaging tips.
I'm moving in 2 months. See you, yo. I'm gonna give you the same thing I'm gonna give myself next year when we move, and that is go and call your local comic book shop, even if you have to drive out there, because every Tuesday, so call them on a Monday, remind them, hey, can you all hold me back some boxes? Every single one of the boxes that you get from Diamond, especially right now, Diamond's still these boxes are meant to hold comics and big thick books, so they're sturdy. That's the best advice I can give you. Get some free boxes from your comic book shop. Tell them to hold them for you. They'll hold them for you because they don't want them anyway. So call them all up around your area. And if you
hire people,
no,
don't want to move this.
I do YouTube for a living. I can't afford to hire anybody. Okay. Besides, we can make a video out of that. Melanie packs my entire library. So, baby, I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna make you pack all of it. So the other advice I was gonna say is if you don't live near a comic book store, don't pack too many books in one box, because while it may seem like a good idea, keep in mind you're gonna be moving this box up and down everywhere. So be careful. Don't throw your back out. Hire people if you can afford it. Just send you all some pics of my library. Okay, we will be looking at those. Probably
it's just hard to
upload. So I'll be doing that
during the show
from next week.
Pack my ex.
Wait, that could be taken out of context. Ren and Stimpy Omnibus. Heck yeah. There are kids in here, Melanie.
I love how everybody's talking about their first comic.
Yeah, this is great. My first comic was Green Lantern Rebirth, Sinestro Corps. Oh, you came in at an awesome time. Then Blackest Night. The bar was set too high. All of that era. Omar, you said you discovered comics with X-Men. So, Omar, why did you do community service?
Wait, is it a joke about?
I did a lot of.
I don't understand.
I did a lot of bad things, man. I wasn't always a good dude. So, I had to remind myself who I was.
What Lantern Corps are you part of?
Me?
Yeah, you. Oh, wait, back up, because you read Nightwing, and it reminds you of who you were.
Yeah, when I was doing community service, I did. I ran into some issues of Chuck Dixon's Nightwing, and I was like, "Hey, I used to read this when I was younger, or read comics when I was younger." Josh started. What Lantern Court are you a part of? I think you're blue.
Blue.
Yeah, you're definitely blue, or love, whatever the heck love is.
No, I'll be blue.
Blue.
It's a little too schmarmy with the pink, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know,
Magenta?
man.
What's that
I always
color?
say red. For rage?
No, you've gotten way better.
Yeah. Guess.
I'd say green. Well, okay,
That's Will.
Right? Right, because you never give up. You've had so many things that you've wanted to do over the years, and you didn't give up. You kept on going to the next thing if it fell through.
I guess Will. Yeah. Green. Used to be red, and then yellow for a while.
You need to sit up.
Definitely orange for a long time when I started collecting a bunch of stuff. I told Melanie not to touch my Absolute editions.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nobody is pure, Omar. What makes us good people is acknowledging and working on our impurity.
See, this is why Hannah's smart.
Hannah is smart, and you're right. It is. Oh my gosh, Falcon Winter Soldier is amazing, right? We reviewed that last night. So if you want to hear mine and Amanda's thoughts, go watch that episode. We also agree with you. Was reading Chuck Dixon's comic part of the sentence? I love Chuck Dixon comics, though.
Did you ever read Dick Tracy?
No, Dick Tracy is one that I never got into, and I wish I had started collecting the.
Passed it.
When is the Omar backstory reveal? I don't know. Maybe in my Ask My Anything, y'all can ask me, and I don't mind sharing there.
I think you have shared a lot of backstories.
I do. I have. I don't.
Oh, you made specifics on the bad things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't shy away.
Yeah, you. I think. Unless anything.
By the way, Ennis and Dylan was one of the all-time. Yes, on Hellblazer, on Preacher. I love that stuff, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, CJ Yo-Yo. So I hope it all works out. Get those 30 boxes.
Violet, that's the color.
Violet. Thank you, Nocturne. Would you say pink? Magenta.
I don't know colors.
Superior Spider-Man is the best thing after the JMS run. Hopefully it will bring back soon married Peter with MJ. And oh man, Mayday Jane. What was her name? Mayday Parker. Yes.
That's
Omar, how much time do you spend reading comics? A lot. I was trying to read in bed, and you were sweet. You're like, "Oh, come and read," and then you were way asleep. I'm glad you fell asleep
with the light on.
Yeah, because I do read into the night a lot. Have you guys reviewed the Scholastic comics like Bone, Amulet, or The Arrival? I've talked about Bone being.
I want to.
They're good. We don't have anything.
Does that count for anything?
I want to.
I want to.
Where will the poll be for the reprints? It will not be on Facebook, Patreon. It will be a link, and it's a Google document.
You'll do a video.
I'll do a video.
Description, the link.
I'm not limiting social media because I realize not everybody has social media, and I want this to be fair. So if you have a phone, if you have a means of just getting online, everybody
obviously you do.
Yeah, obviously because you're here.
If you have a YouTube account, then you've got Gmail account.
You can vote. Everybody has a say, and I'm great. So finally got my Inferno Omnibus, and it is beautiful, dude. Right? That's what I meant 2 years ago. Can you imagine that being a thing? 2 years ago, people were still looking for the OHCs. So that's what makes me happy. That's part of the thing that makes me happy is making things like that happen and getting them into the hands of the people that have been wanting these things for years.
Okay. First Sugarman, then Kenneth. Omar, my first comic was Punisher Summer Special #3. It reminded me of who I am. Oh my goodness.
There was a lot of sugar in that volume or book. Omar, have you ever read the tie-in comics to the DC TV era? I never did get into the tie-in movie or TV show comics. But so I can just say, no, I have not. The season 0 Adventures of Supergirl plus the Crisis crossover. No, Kenny, I never have, my dude, but I'm glad that, you're into it. That's awesome. I think it's great. If it helps, flesh out some of those stories. Mm-hmm. And Jeff Smith's Bone is a must, I think, for anybody. I was going to see what Lydia or Alicia thought. You said
it's a good book, and I believe you.
Dude, I used to have
I have a daytime job.
Was it Carly? Somebody was asking me how I spend, how much money I spend. And one of the things I always do is
wait, where did that come from?
It was up here in the chat.
I was gonna say that's not the question.
No, but it comes from this is all related.
Okay.
So he's asking about the rings, about Blackest Night when they came out. Like there was a black ring, the white ring, the orange ring.
Remember those? Yeah.
I sold them all. I used to have this thing called a geek yard sale every year. Remember we gave a kid that tour, like his whole family, a tour of the basement. Yeah. They were so awesome. They were like, "Oh my gosh, you have the coolest basement." But so I would do a yard sale where I sold a bunch of my comics and things like that. So when Carly was asking me, like, how do I afford it? How much money do I spend? I never look at it like, not like monetary wise. I look at it like, what did I have to trade in to get this? Like when I wanted Unicron, remember, I'm like, I'm going to sell some video games. And I sold a bunch of video games to get Unicron. I pre-order. I haven't paid for it yet, but things like that. That's the way I look at it. I'm like, oh, I can sell Persona on my PlayStation, or I can sell this on the PlayStation that's out of print right now. So that's the way I do it. I trade in something that I once loved, and now this is my passion. And except Unicron's not a book. It's a giant transformer.
It's your passion.
It's my passion. Building my new shelf today. So much fun deciding what I want. Where? Oh,
are you wearing that suit while you build it?
That's a tux, not a suit. Come on, baby.
I'm the one that knows English, not you.
You're the one correcting me, like all the time.
The old lady down the street said I did a good job teaching you English.
That old racist lady, you know where she could go. She passed away, so I can't speak ill of the dead. Omar, I asked how much time you spend. Oh, not money. Okay, my bad. I misread that. Uncanny Omar read pretty one day. Omar, if you ever need Bendis Omnibus, I will get. Oh, if I ever need to get rid of it. Okay, Gideon, I'll remember. It's your birthday on August, right? August. For the people who've read it, which version of Bone is best to get? I like the colored version because he supervised the colors on that book. So I think it's a good idea that the creator himself spent time, letting people know where the color should be. So.
Thank you, News Pooey Channel. I consider a student tux to be the same. Ooh, what if in the future, what if one day in a video you have a tux on for the thumbnail? You'd have to go rent it. But what kind of announcement would that be?
A tux?
Yeah.
DC finally got a hold.
I'm working for
DC finally.
I was going to say you're working for Marvel.
I'm working for Marvel. I'm leaving
DC's
YouTube. Goodbye,
finally...
everybody. I'm flipping tables. My days of flipping tables are done.
DC's finally getting back to you.
Thank you for the super chat, Lionheart, Omar, Melanie. How is the shipping and packing from TeePublic? My first omnibus was Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1. It's a good one. That's one of the earlier ones.
TeePublic, like this shirt, right? You're talking about the.
I don't think I've ever bought anything.
It's Turtle.
Yeah,
it's TeePublic.
It's another. Now here's.
I'm sorry, we don't know.
I don't know that one. New Warriors Volume 2 would be the Tux episode.
What'd you pay $5 for? Hey, anyone in the chat? Anyone in the chat know the answer about TeePublic?
Yeah, I don't know how the shipping is. Tux up, Mentees. We're getting 16 candles on the adaptation. Tux equals New Warriors Volume 2 Omnibus announced.
Tux would be.
I think so. I'd have to go and rent Omnibus. One. That video is going to cost me more than it makes. I'm going to go rent a Tux. I don't own a Tux. Does anybody own a Tux? Yeah. Does my dude own a Tux in the picture?
If he owns one.
Like, I own suits. I never owned a Tux because I was like, well, this is only for weddings, right? I don't feel
I got that one dress of.
Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful dress.
That I never wore anywhere.
You should wear it for the New Warriors Volume 2 announcement.
Okay.
I mean, I'll Tux up. You wear that.
No, 100,000 subscribers live chat.
We're going to dress up like that? 100,000? That's a wow. We got.
Somebody was asking about, do I budget, approve your budget for monthly comics. I don't know how much he spends. I don't. Because I trust you because you've never, ever gone overboard. You're really good at budgeting and yeah, selling other things and stuff like that. I have no idea what. I just know things come in the mail all the time. Please throw away the boxes.
She don't let me keep boxes.
Classical musicians have tuxes.
If I wore a tux, it means I'd be getting married. And at this moment, it's a good time to remind you all to hit that like button and check out our sponsor for the video, and that is cheapgraphicnovels.com.
Rebel by Design said Tommy was so lied to her. You don't wear a tux throwing footballs around. Who would win, Galactus or Unicron?
Right, you saw my face when she was like, "You've never gone overboard."
Well,
yeah.
Except, okay, there are books on the floor, and that's annoying.
Okay, baby.
I gave up.
Thanks, guys. Will having the 3 omnibus of Green Lantern omnibus by Jeff Johns cover the content of Blackest Night? It will cover every Green Lantern, but not like Green Lantern Corps, which is a big part of that story, I thought. So I hate to tell people to double dip. You're going to be double dipping, though, if you get Blackest Night. But a lot of those miniseries were fun. A lot of those issues, the continuing issues like Starman, were fun. New Warriors Volume 2 announced and review episodes directed by Michael Bay. Lots of explosions and dramatic music. I like this. Hate tuxes. Didn't wear one when I got married. Good for you. Who's a better... Who's a better detective? 6 out of 10 man or Dark Blood? 6 out of 10 man. I'm not going to get that canceled. Kilts
better than
over
tuxes. Oh. I wonder what you'd look like in a kilt.
All right.
Interesting prospect.
Prospect. I like that word. Omar, any word on the original X-Men's Volume 1 and 2 ever getting a long overdue reprint? I'm leaving it up to you. You all get to vote. So it's up to you all to decide.
This has been an X-Men oriented chat today.
Has it?
And you talked about X-Men last night too.
Hit that like button, everybody. Thank you so much, Jake.
You yelled.
I wasn't yelling.
Yes,
Will New Warriors Omnibus Volume 2 have any Alf Easter eggs?
Volume 1 had 2 of them.
What? How is... Oh, because he's keeping tabs.
James made the whole comprehensive list of Alf appearances.
He's a nut. I love it. Omar, someone should tell these companies that some books should always be in print, like Uncanny X-Men Omnis and Green Lantern by Jeff Johns and any other Batman omnibus.
Someone should tell.
I mean, I could. So I think for the most part, Marvel has learned that. Uncanny has had 5 reprints. That's pretty good for a big book like that that's taking up a lot of shelf space in a warehouse or a lot of room in a warehouse. So those come back into print. They've done a pretty good job about that. I would love for a lot of volume 1s to stay in print. Now, they did make that. They said that we keep reprinting volume 1s of Epics, but I would love for a lot of Omnis to get that same kind of treatment. Like, always keep Uncanny X-Men #1. That would be my choice. I had another question.
Oh, I'm
I was
sorry.
looking at that because you took the thing.
Well, you should have said something.
You took the thing. You took the thing. You took the mouse away from me. You're fighting me. Omar, your Rose of Versailles overview, Versailles, for those people that don't live in Kentucky, led me to ordering all those hardcovers from Right Stuff and pre-ordering the upcoming Blu-ray release. I'm glad, man. They're good. They're beautiful books. Like, those are some of the most... I think I included them in my top 10 best, like, the package of the book. It's a beautiful presentation, I think, of one of the most wanted manga for the longest time. Just pre-order that Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus. Y'all pre-order that if you want a volume 2. You know what those numbers mean. Dude, when Guy Gardner became a Red Lantern, so awesome.
I like the cat.
What was his name? Daxstar?
Something like that, yeah.
When Sean oh my gosh, the artist, Shane Davis used to come and hang out with me and Dan doing a toy show. He was talking about how that story, the way it was written, it's a heartbreaking story. And then he did something at the very end. He took it upon himself to add a tear to the cat's eye in the last panel. And that sealed the deal for a lot of people because he was like, that was my idea. That wasn't Jeff John's idea.
It's going to bring a tear to my eye.
I don't know why it really is. Beautiful. Dexstar.
Yeah,
Dexstar, yes. That story is heartbreaking. And it's all online for anybody who wants to look it up. Beautiful story. Melanie the cat is Dexstar. What a sad origin story.
Okay, yeah. Greg Arthur got teary too.
It's teary to even think about. Okay, what the heck is Ultimate Spider-Man? I love this guy. How old are you, Mad Boy? You're like 13, right? How old is Mad Boy? 12 or 13. Ultimate Spider-Man was a relaunch of Spider-Man taking place in the Ultimate Universe. It was Marvel's idea to get new readers to get on board with a character for the character that they thought was completely outdated because nobody could relate to a kid hanging out in 1961, 62, and 63. So, Joe Quesada, Bill Jemas hired this guy. They took a chance and a gamble on... You're 10? Okay, 10. Took a gamble on Brian Michael Bendis to bring this character and just kind of modernize him for brand new readers. And they hired one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Spider-Man artists. And by biggest, I mean like the longest run on Spider-Man. And certainly after Ultimate Spider-Man, Mark Bagley to do the artwork with Art T-Burt doing the inks. And for a lot of people, it was an introduction to the Marvel Universe. A lot of people, it was an introduction to the character. So there you go. I'm not answering any more what the heck are questions, by the way. What the heck are the X-Men? Michael Emmon? Just watch not my X, but yeah, watch that too. So Ultimates at one time, by the way, was huge. The Ultimate Universe at one time was humongous. Like, it was outselling the Marvel 616 universe counterpart. So to a lot of people, the Ultimate Universe was, where they first started reading it.
I feel like I should read this again.
Spring of Spider-Man. Hashtag Spring of Spider-Man. Thank you, Sugar Man. Wait, I'm the one that answered your question. Why are you thinking Sugar Man? What did he say?
He was giving advice.
Oh, Ultimate Spider-Man is a book you should buy. Is that all I had to say? I was giving a history.
I'm not a fan of the art.
You don't like Mark Bagley's art?
Well, wait. Whose Venom do I like?
Mark Bagley's Venom.
Okay, well, I'm not liking his Peter Parker.
Okay. Well, right now it's not the time to review the book. Let's pay attention to people asking us questions.
Okay.
Any more Warhammer coming from Marvel? I don't know, but that first one was solid and a lot of fun. I wasn't expecting. I didn't know anything about the tabletop game. And Kieran Gillen, man, that was an awesome book. Are there any other Ultimate books like FF or X-Men any good. Ultimates was a lot of fun. Ultimate X-Men started fun. Ultimate Fantastic Four was with Warren Ellis, and then Mark Millar and Brian Michael Bendis took over, and it was an interesting take. Okay, there it is. Thank you. You too, Omar. It was a great answer you gave me. That's all I want. A little recognition. little love. Thank you so much, Ryan, for the super chat. Hey, Omar, without spoilers, can you tell me a tidbit about the characters, the two characters on the 2 Annihilation Conquest covers? Love both of the covers, so I can't choose just based on the art. Who's cooler? Are you talking about Ultron sitting on the throne? Because that's the answer. Wraith is a character that appears throughout Annihilation Conquest, one of the miniseries leading into Annihilation Conquest. Sadly, as cool as he looks on the cover, and he does look cool, outside of Annihilation Conquest, they never really used him that much. He's in the background of a lot of comics afterwards, and they never really used him to his full potential. He started so cool in his own miniseries. But Ultron sitting on the throne, you gotta go with that one, Ryan. And thank you so much for the wonderful super chat. Who's cooler? Ultron. Yep, Ultron. That's my final answer.
What the heck are Minties? I keep looking for them at the grocery store checkout.
Is this Michael Emmett?
No, it was Johnny Neverland.
Okay, what the heck are Minties? Thank you. They're little mints you put in your mouth.
Oh, dude, what if we made Minties with the near mint condition logo on it? That'd be cool.
Okay. Look at you branching out the marketing here. I think I'm one of the few people that like the ridiculousness of Ultimatum. Joe Mad on artwork, though, right? No. Ultimates 3. David Finch is on Ultimatum. It was so ridiculous. Blob was eating, you know who he was eating? And I was like, okay, Jeff Loeb obviously is just having fun with this.
Taylor Talks Comics agrees.
I'm with Melanie. The art in Ultimate Spider-Man hasn't aged well, and I love that comic in my teen years. Okay, so here.
Yeah, I remember really enjoying it.
It's not that I don't think it was much of like Mark Bagley. It was the character designs, because I remember like just the tank tops they would wear and the haircuts they had. But
yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you read the Ultimate Spider-Man Man-Thing crossover that was drawn by John Toddleben? No, I don't think I did. Was that in the Marvel Team Up books? Are young viewers junior mitts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't David Gabriel?
David, that's what he calls. That's what he calls Lydia and Alicia junior mitts.
Hey, wait, Josh Greathouse said if you want to do the mints, check out a print shop like Instant Imprints. And then like, are they stickers and you put them on mints?
Okay, I could see a comedy skit with Omar and all his mentees. I could too.
Oh yeah, because
one of my favorite things about the channel when we first started it was doing skits at the beginning. We did skits like for 3 years. We did a lot of skits in the intro, and they were a lot of fun. They're hokey. So we, hopefully when they start the second channel, we can start doing those again.
To me, my mentees, as Donnie.
Oh, that's awesome.
Said you should make a shirt.
The best thing to come from Ultimate Fantastic Four was the Maker. I agree. And Al Ewing's run on Ultimates, solid. Very, very underrated book. Probably the best. That and Kieran Gillen's America Chavez. Both of those guys knew how to write that character so well. Because I was not a fan of her miniseries. Which X-Men Omnibus would you recommend for someone who never read X-Men? I'll always go with Ultimate X. Oh! Sorry. Slip of the tongue. We're just talking about the Ultimate Universe. I always go with Uncanny X-Men. Volume 1.
By Ipsy.
By Ipsy. Is Darth Vader... What's up, Roberto Rodriguez? Is Darth Vader by Soul any good? Yes. So good. I need to reread Kieran Gillen's Vader because I can't remember which one I like better, but Soul's is awesome. And it takes place after episode 3, whereas Kieran Gillen's takes place after A New Hope. Hi, Omar. I want to start reading Batman. Where should I start? Batman Year 1, 100%. Batman Year 1. It's still canon as the origin of Batman to this day. Omar's unadulterated fear when he accidentally said, yeah, I don't want anybody to start rumors. Because that happens. I love when people are like, Omar's wearing a red tie. It means we're getting a Spider-Man omnibus. I love when you all do that.
It would be cool to match the ties with the announcements, right? But I just picked a few ties.
No, that's sweet. You
comic
did
book ties.
There's a reason this channel isn't called Near Cinnamon Condition.
You remember he ate cinnamon?
Oh, I hate cinnamon.
Cinnamon's good.
Dude, me, you, and like 3 other guys went Incredible Hercules omnibus. I love that run. That was Fred Van Lente. Greg Pak started writing some of that. What's up, Manuel? Who will be writing Venom now that Johnny Cates is off the project? That's a good question. And what did you think of the King in Black as a whole? For me, some of them didn't make any sense. Others were better. I haven't finished reading it. I haven't read the final 2 issues, so I can't really say. I really liked the start of it.
Michael, thank you so much for moderating. And Ace is volunteering to be a moderator.
Oh, thank you, Ace.
Oh, I want to watch this again. I was watching Project A-ko. When B-ko starts beating up A-ko, it's very cathartic for some reason.
I love the English dub of that series.
Let's watch it tonight.
Hey,
we started watching Golden Boy. Remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about Golden Boy
with you
We've
all?
watched 3 of the 6 episodes. Oh my gosh, the animation and the voice acting. Oh,
I know we're
wonderful.
getting ready to wrap up, but there's a couple of comments here that just I can't ignore. They're really good. Did you ever get into the CGC game, Omar? No, not really. I've been gifted some CGC books, and here's the thing: like whenever you gift me something, like it's something I can't sell. Like even though my buddy Kyle, love him to death, has gifted me so many books. He's like, man, feel free to get rid of them if you don't want them. I'm like, no, it's a gift. You went out of your way to give me something. Maybe years later. Like, I don't know. So even though CGC books, I'm not into CGC, I still keep them. Because somebody went out of their way to say, hey, I like your stuff so much that I'm sending you some books. But I never did get into it. Release the comics. I like reading them, so it's weird to me to see comics.
Just do a hashtag. Fraser volunteered to be a moderator too.
Yeah. Omar's running a red tie, meaning where he's running for governor of Kentucky. I don't think I can with my track record here. Yes. Okay. This is the one that I've noticed. Macross freed up. Okay. So for a lot of people that know me, I am a huge fan of Robotech. Macross came years later to me because that's the way that I watch it. Robotech was the series that Carl Macek brought over and took 3 different anime series and made into one connecting story arc. Crazy. You know, a lot of people hated that, but rest in peace, Carl Macek. If it wasn't for Carl Macek, we would not have anime in America the way that it's being distributed now. It would have taken forever for anime to come over to America. And despite of how you feel about what he did with Macross, making it into Robotech, the man was a visionary. If not for him, we wouldn't have Power Rangers, but that's a story for another day. So thank you all so much for watching this. And Andrew, see, like we still get good comments.
I know. There's a Spider-Man manga apparently.
King Omar. First of all, you got my attention. Extreme X-Men, when and why so late? Right,
Don Rosa.
One day. One day. I love Extreme X-Men. I think thought I was the only one. So you got your Uncanny 266 when I was a kid, signed by Chris Claremont and Rubenstein. CGC, that's awesome, man.
Oh, and now you have the super chat, so you have to.
Yeah. Why is Hellblazer trade paperback 20 out of print? Because that came out. Jack Ferry, thank you for the super chat. That came out during the freaking weird printing of the pandemic when things were only just. Look at Target, of all places, like Target. Sometimes that
Doctor 22, Omar pronouncing it Macross instead of Macross triggers me.
Macross.
What?
It's actually Macross.
I never knew.
Macross, baby. You gotta add that American A. Macross.
Macross.
Yeah, there are people that hate Carl Macek, and I get it. And love Robotech. Carl Macek, rest in peace. To the stars, man. I remember when he died, we had a podcast, and I said that, to the stars, because that was the ending of Robotech. I love Robotech, man.
That gave me goosebumps.
I love Robotech. Can we vote for Extreme X-Men and Gen X then? How are you gonna vote? You can't add. This is reprints. Rebel by Design. Quit starting rumors. Yes, there is a Flash Jeff Johns Omnibus Volume 3 coming out, and it's gonna double dip into the Flashpoint. Now, everyone, thank you all so much. I gotta go look for a car.
Yeah.
I donated my old one to a
family.
And
we can get fast food because.
Oh yeah, I gave it up for Lynn, and Lynn's over, baby. Lynn's over. So.
I interrupted your.
No, that's okay.
It's okay. The nice thing you were saying.
I was just saying, like, I donated my old junky car to a family that needed it more than we did. So now I got to go and look for a car. So
all shucks. We got
so
look for a car.
My wife Let me tell you, y'all know how I haggle over a hot
you
dog.
Won't get hoodwinked. We're not buying the car today. We're gonna leave.
Look, let me tell you.
Every time leave, and then they're gonna call while we're at Wendy's.
When my friends and my family always ask me for help when they go car shopping, I said, let me tell you two things. Be prepared to leave and be prepared to make people angry. Because that's how Uncanny Omar rolls. This is the guy that haggles for a hot dog. He's going to haggle over a few $1,000s in a car. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out.
Thank you.
Check out our spread shop. Check out our sponsor, Cheap Graphic Novels. And, thank you all. Thank you all for being here every Saturday. As long as we keep this going, I will keep coming back. Much love. And
stay minty.
I knew she was going to say it, so that's